Gentlemen, start your engines.
Come on and get up, it's time to take the driver's seat. Come on and stand up, we got every good day on repeat. Come on, it means you're never alone. Come on together, to the moon and beyond we'll go. If you ain't at the top, here is your shot, you just gotta take it. Behind the wheel, your destiny's clear, new records will break it. Through the turning ground, you see me waving your flag. Always got your back, that's me, doing it at the finish line. Confetti fills my sight. Drifting queen, let your spirit free. With you right next to me. Yeah, stand up, let's race to the top. Come on, buddy, together, let's follow our hearts. Get up, stand up, now we can't stop. We are always together, let's race to the top. Cause we're at the top. Destiny calling me. Finish line. Cause we're at the top. Welcome to this wondrous world where magic caresses me in the cold. My vision splits into looking through an empty blue. Should I be filled with hate? Should I accept this fate? And so I take this final. May this be the greatest story never told. Under the eyes of a million, even if I am the villain, this is the saga of the pursuit of power watches me from the tower. I still see her in my dreams through her piercing eyes I free. A lavender purple that brings me a torture, another a blue in which I gave my all to. I beg and I plead for you to be led back to me. And so I take this final. May this be the greatest story never told. Under the eyes of a million, even if I am the villain, this is the saga of the moon's beacon of light beckons me to my despair. Do not care as long as I can meet you again. I will take this final. May this be the greatest story never told. Under the eyes of a million.
down, you know what I'm saying? Welcome in! How's everybody doing? It's Tuesday! Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. It's very, very good. Big YoHallo, everybody. Thanks for being here. Welcome in, welcome in. Today we're going to do a little bit of a recap of Anime Expo AX, a convention out in Los Angeles, California. So really looking forward to chatting about that. And thank you for being here. Leiden, thank you so much for the freaking follow. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome in, welcome in. And that's it. We're just gonna be talking about that today. We're gonna be going over like a couple of pictures that I had posted about it. I also actually I didn't fully watch the video of my interaction with Iron Mouse, so we're gonna watch it together. Because the thing is that it's so hard when like there's the Discord lag, you know, like I have a lag on my end, and then it's like ×5 because now I'm also dealing with Iron Mouse's lag. So I felt a bit bad because there were some moments where I think I might have talked over her, but I didn't mean to, because it was just like literally the lag. That was it. And I only had like 40 seconds, so I was really like trying to go quickly, you know. But yeah, and then also in the video the audio is kind of weird, but that's like the video that was taken, I think because of like the sound system they had, the audio is a little bit funky, but you can hear her say like, oh yeah, I remember the Las Vegas concert. So that's all we need to know, right? Anyway, yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing today. And just chatting about like how it went, how everything feels, things like that. The fog machine. I know so many people are so excited about the Silent Hill F fog machine. Oh my goodness. So we will be talking about the fog machine, okay? Anyway, that's it. I hope everyone's doing good. And if you are also coming in from Anime Expo, hi, welcome in. And thank you for coming by. I really appreciate it. Feel free to let us know what your highlights were of the con. We always love to hear about that. And we will be doing the same. So yeah, thanks for coming by today. All right. I hope you're having a great day. Hope you're eating some snacks. It do be Taco Bell Tuesday, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you get some good stuff there. I want to also mention that I feel kind of weird. So I woke up with a headache, and days where you wake up with a headache are usually not good days. And it's been productive, but it's kind of because I've been forced myself to be productive. So I feel a little bit tired, and the headache is like in and out. It's not super bad right now, but I took drugs, aka Tylenol and Motrin. So it's literally probably the only reason why I'm still sitting here unable to be somewhat coherent, but I am feeling it now, Mr. Krabs, basically. So just be aware that I do have brain pain, you know what I mean? Anyway, all right, let me catch up on chat before I start talking about AX and whatnot. Let's see. What's up? YoHallo, Coiny. Good to see you. God, I can't wait to hear about the fog machine, man. You in that fog machine, Coiny. Do you have, I'm not here to kink shame or anything like that, but man, are you excited about that fog machine? You know, a little too excited, if you know what I'm saying. Kai, thank you for being here. Thank you for being first. It's good to see you. That game you're talking about, was it called Mecha Break? It's called Mecha Break, right? I didn't know that it was like a multiplayer game. I saw Zen playing it, and I was like, oh my god, this looks really fun. But I would probably, like, die, because I would probably get motion sick, 1, and 2, I'm just like, oh god, I don't know. I've played those kind of games before, and I don't know, it's like Fortnite, you know, it's like I don't really enjoy that kind of landscape anymore, you know what I mean? But it looks really cool, and I'm like, dang. But I don't know, I'm really like, I'm trying to stay away from doing big, like, multiplayer-esque games, because I don't know, I can't handle my ass getting beat by a 7-year-old, I guess. I'm a sensitive bitch. That's what I'm saying. I'm kidding. I can't do that, bro. No way. Anyway. But yeah. Anyway. Recap time. Yeah, big YoHallo sailing. How are you doing? Welcome in. YoHallo Rigby! My boy, my sausage boy Rigby. Good to see you. Thank you for actually smiling in the picture that we took, okay? Beautiful smile. And thank you for making time to say hello, even though you were in a rush. I'm sorry that it took so long for you to be able to see me. I apologize. The line was a lot longer than I expected. I was like, I could do it. It's fine. There's only like 5 people, and it was not 5 people, which I am very grateful for. But oh my goodness. Anyway, yeah, thank you for coming to the panel. Well, the last 5 minutes because yours truly did not figure out where the door was apparently. No, honestly, James explained it to me afterwards, and I would agree that it was confusing, like what door they had unlocked for the panel. So I don't blame you, actually. Like, James showed me on the stream, like this is the door that Rigby was trying to go into, but it was locked. But you had to go down this like hallway or something, and I was like, oh my god, that is actually really confusing. So I don't blame you, basically. But yeah. All right. Big YoHallo to Cosmic. Good to see you. Thank you for the hydrate, Mario. I'm going to do that. Do that. Add some good water. Okay. Sheesh, hydrating ready. You know, you gotta stay watered. Let's say hi to James. Redeem is still on. I turned it off. Okay, my bad, Sailing. My bad. Damn. No, I'm just kidding. I know. I after a con weekend, I literally just die. Like I'm just like, I'm just so tired. It's just so much extra work. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it, but even though AX was pretty chill, like it was just. Con weekends are always just really tiring. I mean, you know, because you were in the cosplay community. You are in the cosplay community, so it's like, you know how it is. Just like having to go back to work afterwards, and like after the con, you're like thinking about how cool it was, but then also like how you didn't want it to end, and so you're kind of sad, but also like excited. And then you have to go to sleep and like work the next day, and it's just like, oh my god, life be lifing right now. Yeah, that was me. And I always forget to like update the stream afterwards, so I'm like, I don't even want to look at it because I don't even have the capacity to think about it really. So anyways, me blabbering. Yeah, post-con sadness, right? I know. We definitely felt that way after Level Up and the Vegas concert. Ooh, excuse me, I was a burp. So I don't really feel that often for many other cons. I think it's like it's a weird thing. Like I don't know, I don't feel it for AX. I don't really feel sad per se. I think it's because I'm busy with all this other stuff. But yeah, I think because, and also because of the circumstances with AX. That's the other thing. So I'll talk about that later though. What's up, WWE lover? How you doing? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Good to see you. Knew you from the minor league baseball collab, but followed after your eggs panel. Glad to be here. Thank you so much, Zach. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I am honored that you had known about me, even if it was a little bit or a lot of bit. Thank you for knowing about me and then coming to my panel. I legit was like, how do people know about this panel? I know it sounds really silly, but I was like, yo, there's people here. It's like, oh shit, I literally thought like maybe 5 people were gonna be at the panel, like legit. I don't know why, because I saw the room too, like they sent me the room blueprint or whatever before the con, and it's just to help set up and whatnot and know where to go. And I was like, this is a really big panel room, like what, no one's gonna be here, they're giving me this big ass room for 5 people to be here, and then it's not 5 people, and I was like, oh okay. I was like, oh okay, got it. Damn. So that was that really. Anyway, but thank you for coming to the panel. I genuinely was so surprised to see pictures afterwards of just like how many people were in there. Because if you were at the panel, I don't know if I think my chat knows this. I unfortunately wasn't able to see the audience during the panel or here, because usually we do like a Q&A and stuff, but unfortunately we couldn't have that set up this time around. It's a long story, okay? I'm stressed out. Don't ask me about it. But basically I didn't have that option this time around, but I did see pictures after the fact, and actually as we were gearing up as I was preparing for it and like sweating my butt cheeks off, James had sent me pictures of like people starting to come in. And I was like, oh my god, there's more than just 5 people here. So yes, then it got really drenched. So anyway, let's see. Properly say hello. Yeah, Kai, this is me properly saying hello. You see? I'm like, hi, and being all cool and stuff, okay? Not just like text on the screen, all right? That's how you know I'm not freaking AI. Okay? Thank you. Also, thank you for the follow. Let's see. Deceptric. Yes. I can speak. I hope that's how I say it. I think of Decepticon. I think that's why I said it like that, but welcome in. Thank you for the follow. The Jurassic Fanatic has followed me. Who are you? Who are you really, though? Who are you really, though? And who do you think you are? I am. Okay? What are you doing? What? Is there no way that that's a coincidence, right? There's no way that's a coincidence. No, because that's literally me! That's literally me in the fucking profile picture! Who are you? Why did you, oh my god, you created your account 5 minutes ago. You literally spent your Tuesday evening making a Twitch account called The Jurassic Fanatic. Thank you for spelling it correctly at the very least. Using the profile picture and following me. This is what you did with your evening. That's insane. That's insane that you would do that. What are you doing here? Why would you do this? You have so much more to live for than doing this, okay? Oh my god. I'm so done. You know what? The stream's over. Honestly, you know, I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh. That's so crazy that you would do that. That's so crazy. Hello. And yes, you are correct. My name derives from Decepticon. Oh, let's go. I love that. That's awesome. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate that. How are you? We were talking about Anime Expo a little bit here. Thank you for Lexon. It's good to see you. Hello. Thank you, Jurassic Fanatic. My favorite fanatic. You know, Zach, it goes deep. You know, I guess I'll explain it for the people who are not, like, fully aware of the lore. But basically, I was forced by chat, because chat found this, not me. Chat found that there was a story that was basically, someone had written dinosaur erotica. I'm not joking. And remember, this is an 18+ stream, so we can say this, but but dinosaur erotica, yes. And it's not what you think it is, where you're like, maybe it's like some dino on dino, you know, action, some dino chicken nuggets on dino chicken nuggets. No. It's like person. It's a human being and dinosaur. So anyways, I had to read that on stream, and my mistake, when I had looked at the story, I saw it was on like Amazon books or whatever, Kindle or whatever. I don't fucking use it. So I saw that there was one, I knew that it was called Taken by the T-Rex, and so that's all I had to go off of. And so I looked it up, and then I found it, and then I bought it. Although I used like my points or whatever for something, so it actually was like free. You know, like you choose the, you know, not in a rush or economic, you know, shipping option for Amazon, and it gives you a digital reward. And I never knew what the fuck happened with that digital reward. So I guess you can only use it for stuff like the movies and the books and shit. And so I was able to use that on the freaking Taken by the T-Rex books. But then I realized it was a bundle, and I didn't know until after I already got it that it was the bundle, and so it was like, the entire series was inside of this bundle, and I was like, oh. So I think so far I've read 3 of the stories on stream. I don't actually know how many there are, but regardless, I read one most recently like a month or 2 ago. I think it was 2 months ago, and it was because we had hit a like dono goal, and I read it, and then obviously, you know, or not so obviously, my next dono goal was, you know, to change my profile picture and my name on Discord. And so obviously the clearest answer for the entire community was for me to change my name to the Jurassic Fanatic. So that's what that is. If anyone was wondering what that was, that's what that is. Anyway. All right. Kai, thank you so much for the gifted sub to the Jurassic Fanatic. I don't want to keep saying that name out loud. God damn it. But thank you so much, Kai. Wow, now the Jurassic Fanatic has no ads and really cool emotes, but I am biased. Nice name, real. Look, there's Big Fan of Kōri. Oh my gosh, we got the whole gang. Second stream I've caught, second time this has come up. Damn it, Salty! Listen, I promise, I'm normal VTuber, okay? I don't like dinosaurs, okay? It's not me at all, alright? Anyway, the lore gets deeper. A horny dino pushed Ack out. What are you talking about? Oh, because... Oh, yeah, I took over your Discord for a bit. I think it was like 2 months. Yeah, see? Yeah, the Jurassic Fanatic actually, I was never in my Discord, okay? The Jurassic Fanatic was the one that was taking over everything, okay? Yeah, totally. Anyway, thank you for the look, Mari. Appreciate it. I'm doing good. Friend went to AX for me. I worked overtime during AX, but he went to your panel. Oh, let's go! Heck yeah. Well, thank you to your friend, and I'm sorry that you had to work overtime, but I hope you got some big bands, okay? Get that dough, alright? And I hope it went smoothly. Well, thank you for coming by. Did your friend bring you any goodies back? I don't know, something like a cool figure or something. I don't really know. I actually have never had any of my friends like bring me back things. Anyway, I don't have friends. What am I saying? Anyway, well, you can't watch ads on your own stream. All right, Kai. That's sure. All right, I believe you. All right, thanks. Damn. All right, Salty. I got you. You're really putting your name to use here. Salty Watch. Sure, I believe you. They needed the sub. True. I respect that. Respectable. Well, thank you for it. I'm already enjoying the stream. Heck yeah, we appreciate that. He did grab me some merch and thank you. He's got some money. Yeah, let's go. Heck yeah. Do you usually go to AX? You just didn't end up going this year. It was my first time at AX, and it was really an interesting time. It's really an interesting time. I don't really know. It was a weird con for me. So yeah. But oh, I just realized that was weird. Okay, let me catch up on YouTube chat really fast. And Twitch is gonna bother you at an ad. So while I'm reading YouTube chat, I'm gonna run the ads so that we don't get they don't get in the way of me doing the recap. Sorry, guys. I wish I didn't have to do that, but Twitch calls. Let's see. Big YoHallo Nimby over on YouTube. Good to see you. She's back. I am. Guess who's back? Back. What's up, MLG? Big YoHallo to you. Hope you're doing good. Welcome in, Ori. Orio. I can't do it like that guy does, but you know what I mean. Anyway, big YoHallo. Welcome back, Corey. Thank you, Nimby. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Thank you for welcoming me in. Right. All right. Hello, Edgar. Welcome in. AX recap. Let's go. What's up, Johanna, my boy? How you doing? Good to see you. Hello, Lawrence. Welcome in. I'm going to Anime Con in New York in August. Anime NYC. Heck yeah, very good. We'll be there as well. Someone knows. Exactly. Somebody. Amazing. Yes, exactly. Amazing. The beacons are lit. Twitch calls for aid. Yes, there you go. Thank you. Goat Mom. Couldn't have said it any better. By the way, everybody, please feel free to join our Discord. Obligatory Discord shout out. We have community nights. Yesterday we had a movie night, and yesterday we watched a movie called Fallen. Anyway, but no, it was terrible. It looks like a worse Twilight, and it was definitely a worse Twilight. Like, I was surprised. I didn't think that it could get much worse from that, but it did. it delivered, okay? It was insane. And then Sun found out that there's like a TV show adaptation now. And I'm like, wait, there's no way. Because the movie was so trash. The movie was awful. How is that a thing? And then it's like based off of a book series. So I'm low-key, high-key, like, what if I did that on stream? What if we read the Fallen book series on stream? That would be so cool. That'd be so crazy. Anyway. But yeah, so that was a good time. Again, I did not expect it to be that terrible, and it was. So the ending made no sense. I was like, wait, what? I'm just gonna spoil it. I'm just gonna spoil it because like there's no reason you should watch this movie, okay? But at the end, the villain's like chasing after the main protagonist, and then like just leaves, and I was like, girl, what you doing, dog? Like, what's the worst that could happen? It's like you just kind of get your ass whooped for like a couple seconds, and if you realize that you can't win this fight, then you leave. But you had the main protagonist running up the stairs. Now, I don't know about y'all, but if you catch me while I'm running up the stairs, you've caught me, okay? I'm down for good. There's no way. I'm not getting to the top of the stairs, okay? You can have me. It's fine. I didn't want to go up the stairs anyway. So all I'm saying is, why did she just leave? The villain was like, all right, you can go. What? 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 Just makes no sense. I don't understand that. Anyway, terrible movie, I have to admit. It was loud. It was like kind of funny, but at the same time, most of the movie, I was just sitting there like, huh? Like, I have never put that many question marks in my Discord movie night chat before, like, ever. I was so confused. Anyway, alright. Now that I'm done yapping about that, YapTuber at heart, you know what I'm saying? Let me pull up some pics. Now, I don't have a lot of them because because I'm lazy, and I did not get them together by any means. But here you go. We can get started with these. Alright. Okay. So, AX, Anime Expo. Again, this was a convention out in Los Angeles, California. It was alright. I honestly was pretty bored. It's like, and nothing against the con, but when we got there and we got set up, and this was on Saturday, and by we, I mean James, but regardless, James gets set up, and, you know, we have this sign here that says VTuber Kōri-Oujo, streaming live now, scan me, right? And apparently, one of the staff saw that and was like, yeah, you can't have any QR codes, and you can't even pass them out. And we were like, oh, okay, so is it okay we just, like, rip this off? And they're like, yeah, that's fine. And we're like, okay, cool. But then they're like, oh, but it says streaming live now, which is still considered, like, you know, you're not supposed to do any solicitation. So they're like, you can't have that either because you're basically saying like that you're streaming and to go to your stream. And we're like, okay, but we have the streaming live now sign only because there are some people who are not comfortable being streamed or recorded live. And so they can understand that we're doing that, and they can like step away, or they can like, you know, not be in front of the camera. And they're like, yeah, no, you can't do that. And we're like, oh, okay, got it. And our business cards all have QR codes on them, so we can't hand those out. But also, we couldn't hand it out anyway because they had free stickers on them. And we couldn't hand out any type of free things. Even the stickers that didn't have any, like, business cards attached to them, we couldn't hand out at all. And I was like, huh. I was like, okay. And it sucks because that's kind of our whole shtick when we go out to cons, is that we go and we promote Kōri, and we try to pass out free stuff and to, you know, have interactions at conventions. And it's like we couldn't really have those interactions because it's harder for people to feel like welcome to come up. Like if we have that little incentive, like grab a little free sticker, it's nothing crazy, they'll come up and they'll probably chat. But when there's no like kind of open door for them to be able to like come and chat with us, then it's a little bit harder for that to happen. So we did have a couple of interactions and conversations, don't get me wrong, but it was definitely disappointing. The other side of it was that I had made this little wheel, and I was going to specifically use it for the convention. And the wheel was kind of like, you spun it, and it would land on like, oh, you either get like free sticker, or you have to like do a dance or sing a song or play a VTuber trivia. So it was like a little activity type wheel, and if you did it, then you got an additional reward basically. And then chat would have been able to redeem like gift a keychain. So if chat really liked someone that we interacted with, then like they could gift a keychain to them. So I wanted to make it a lot more interactive for both the stream and the con goers, but I literally couldn't, because we couldn't hand anything out, you know, and yeah, so it was a little bit disappointing because I was really excited to try that new, you know, that new process out. But lo and behold, we couldn't do any of that. So yeah. Anyway, it was all right. I understand. This, I think it's really just like wrong place, wrong time. When you're dealing with a lot of like volunteers and, you know, management, that sometimes there's things that trickle down, and, you know, some people hear it and some people don't, you know. So I think that we were in the area where people had heard something like that, and that's just like what they stood by. If you look here though, just to show you, I got to meet Zen. It was amazing. And this is not to like call anything out. I'm not upset, but just note that Zen has a live on stream like thingy, like, you know, sticker placard thingy, and they told me that I couldn't have that. So, but Zen was like, at this time of us taking this picture, Zen was like in a different area of the convention. So I don't know if it was just like this hall in particular they didn't like that I was in initially. Like they just were like, hell no. They just had all the like the boss mans there, you know, and they all saw me and they were like, no, she can't do that. But they were all in that one hall, and like this hall that Zen was at, they were not in, and so like Zen didn't have to deal with that. Or it's because she's literally Zen and Mega and Katie and Unnamed, so I'm like, that also makes sense, okay. But yeah, it just was kind of silly that like there obviously was just like big con, lots of miscommunication, and just enforcement of rules that felt a little bit weird. But they kept saying that it was like in the terms and conditions when we buy a badge. And so, you know, I'm the kind of person that's like, listen, if the event staff tell me don't do it, I will not do it. It is okay. No questions asked. They tell me not to do it, I will not do it. So that's what we did. We didn't pass anything out, nothing at all, okay? And we didn't have like a sign or anything like that, as you can see in this photo. By this point, after they told us, we had it off. So yeah, we didn't walk around with anything like that. So we followed their rules, okay? We followed their rules. Let it be known. But it was a little bit disappointing because that's like part of a whole shtick. That's part of the reason that why we wanted to go. And when I looked at the website, it wasn't anywhere on the website. There was no mention of like you cannot have any QR codes or you cannot pass out any like free stuff or anything like that. So that was a little bit annoying, I guess I should say, like that it wasn't really present on the website. Like how would I have found that in a more like public place, you know, or like accessible place? I don't really know, but it's fine. Regardless, I didn't want to get in trouble, so I didn't do anything. And but because of that, it made the con very boring because there wasn't much that I could say to try to have interactions, and it just felt weird to not be able to pass anything out to anyone. I guess I should say that. It just felt weird. Like, it feels weird not to be able to say, like, here, I have a free sticker. You know? So, yeah, and I worked hard on that, so it just kind of sucks. But regardless, let me pause and look back at chat for a second here. Okay. Let's see. Hi, Slim. Good to see you. Dang, can't have anything free at AX. Right, I know. And it's really weird because you wouldn't think that it's a rule because there's like other, well, okay, as an attendee, you wouldn't think that it's a rule because there's like vendors and stuff and that are sitting around and like passing stuff out for free too. So, but they're like businesses, like they're vendors, so it makes sense. Like they have like this pass, I guess, to be able to do it, but it still kind of sucks because I don't, like I personally don't see the harm in it. Like the whole point of it is like no solicitation. So you don't want to like sell people on like a product or something like in their venue because like I get that doesn't make any sense, but we're not selling anything, we're just giving something free out. I feel like that's kind of like, but at the same time I could understand like, oh, but you're selling Kōri-Oujo. It's like, yeah, that's true. So I kind of get it, and I understand like if one person does it, like if they let the rule break for one person, then like a lot of people might do it, and then it becomes a bigger problem. But all the other cons I've been to, it has never been an issue for us to hand free stuff out. Like never, as long as it's not food, right? Which we never hand out any food. But yeah, we've never had any issues with handing things out, and I've been to like over 25 different conventions, and it's crazy that the biggest convention that's like apparently according to online, AX is like one of the biggest conventions in America, and it's like we can't pass anything out. So it just kind of sucked, because I was like, oh, this is kind of a waste because we literally can't do anything. But whatever. We did get to meet Iron Mouse, and we got to see Zen again. So it was like, that was worth it just for those experiences. But yeah, regardless, let me continue. And then the panel, of course, too. What the heck? That's so weird. Never heard of that before. That's what I'm saying, right? Like, I've never heard of that either. I mean, I understand, like, no solicitation, right? Like, don't be trying to, like, go up to con-goers and be like, I'm trying to sell you this potato. Like, sure, that makes sense. Maybe don't go do that. But if it's just, like, a really small thing that's, like, not gonna do any harm, then I don't really see why it's a problem, but whatever. Anyway. Clearly didn't tell all the other booths at AX with QR codes and handing out mounds of random stuff, right? See, again, like, I don't know if it's because they were booths, like, just to give AX the benefit of the doubt, give them the, like, respect of being an organizer, because technically the vendors paid to be there, and so maybe, like, since the vendors paid to have their booths, then AX doesn't care, because they got money from them, but they never got any money from me, other than, like, my regular ass badge, and so maybe they're like, you didn't pay enough to be able to give out free stuff. I don't really know, man. I wasn't a vendor, I was just like an attendee going, so we had to abide by those rules, so maybe they just had different rules for like the vendors and stuff. That sounds fun, so you can do that. I know, right, Sailing? It's alright. If it was a red vest, AX volunteers are famously useless, been going since 08, they never changed. That's crazy. So I've heard. Honestly, all of the stories that I have heard about AX, which, to be fair, maybe it's like 3 or 4, 5 different stories, and they were all from, like, people that I knew in the cosplay community who had, like, literally traveled to go there, and I'd never been, ever. So I legit was like, I'd ask them about it, because it's such a big con, and I'd see so many pictures about it, and they're like, it's just terrible. Like, all of their stories about AX was awful, and I'm like, why do we go? Like, one of them had told me that they got there, I don't remember what year this was, it was a while ago, but they got there at like 11 a.m. or 10 a.m. and they didn't get inside the convention center until like 4 or 5 or something. Like, it was literally like almost about to close by the time they got into the convention center, and I'm like, what? Why? It just made no sense to me. I was like, why is that? It's just insane. So yeah, anyway. Read Dino Smut while James carries you. Yeah, that'll definitely get me kicked out. I guess you could eat the stickers. True. X was definitely more strict this year because of last year. I see. Yeah. Stickers. Potatoes gonna sell themselves. No need for promotion. That's true. Good point. But the security this year was buns. They thought I was AX guest, and I got to get inside super, super early. Crazy thing is, the security guards weren't checking bags, so that could have been really bad. Oh. Yeah, that yeah, that could have been really bad. You're right. That could have been really awful. Yeah, I've lost interest in ever going unless the Kōri-Oujo is there. Heck yeah, you already know, Sailing. You already know. Well, hey, MatsuriCon. Yeah. Let's go. I'm excited. Doesn't happen much since they updated getting in and out, but it used to be the Wild West. Damn! It's crazy. That's crazy, man. Well, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about that. I mean, I'm glad that they're able to be better at the lines, but concerned a little bit that they're not great at security. But it's okay. We live, laugh, fart. You know what I mean? Let's see. What's up, Ryan? Over on YouTube. Good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. How have you been? I hope you've been doing good. Welcome in. Not even outside of the con to pass stuff out around Sage. Yeah, I just didn't want to get in trouble. That's it. Like, I don't want to get blacklisted from their con. You know, that'd be really bad. So, and I had a panel, so I was like, you know, just go and do the panel. And I was really thankful. Oh, yeah, sorry. The other weird thing was that, so when they told us we can't have any QR codes and we had to take the sign down, we can't pass anything out, we were like, okay, but we have a panel tomorrow, and you know, I have a slide on my slide deck that has a QR code on it, and I was like, can I have that there? Like, is that literally illegal or something? You're like, oh no, the panel's different. I'm like, what do you mean the panel's different? I don't know. It's okay for the panel, but it's not okay anywhere else. And I'm like, all right, got it. For sure. For sure. Got it. Thank you, Rigby. Have fun at Denny's. What the fuck is up, Denny's? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, wait, where is my 3M Xylon command? I don't know if it's going to work. I haven't used it in a while. Is it working? Why isn't it showing up? Oh, it's because my hold on. Wait, is it because of that? Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, there. There, sorry. There we go. It's working. Yeah, but I was like, where's the video? And it's right there. My bad. My other screen was covering it. There we go. Perfect. Epic. All right. So anyway, so we did have a QR code. I mean, obviously I had my QR code at the panel, and then afterwards we left the panel room because I ran out of time. And then I got set up, and as you guys know, if you were on the stream or at the con, I did a little like meet and greet outside of the panel room and took some questions as well. But you know, they didn't want us to like block the area, so we had to like form a line in like a weird way, I guess. I don't know. Regardless, yeah, it was chill, and I was really surprised at the amount of people that like lined up to freaking talk to me. I was literally like, no one's gonna do that, and there were a lot of people who did, so thank you for that. I really appreciate it. And we still got to pass out, at least we got to pass out some stuff for them, so I really appreciated being able to give some freebies out to the people who did go to the to the panel, because that means a lot to me, and that's the main things. So anyway, oh, and then there was Moonjo shout out to Moonjo, was actually passing out these little masks. I don't have a good picture of it, but there's these little Ack masks, and they were so cute. Wait, hold on, let me see if I can find it. I'm gonna go frozen for a second. Okay. Wait a second. I'm gonna send it to myself so I can get it up on the screen. Where am I? Who am I? Oh, there I am. Okay. Let me see. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay, I don't want anyone to get mad at me for like seeming like we were trying to like, you know, get a bad picture of everybody, but there, let me cover some people up. There we go. Sorry. But you see the little Ack masks. They're so cute. Moonjo told me afterwards that I guess he's done that a couple times. They've like commissioned like these little masks or whatever from a particular artist that they work with, and they like, you know, get these little masks and pass it around. And I was like, oh my god, that's never happened before. This is so cool. I was literally freaking out. I was like, these are so cute. I love them so much. It's of Act. Do you see that? Oh my god, it's so adorable. I love it so much. So anyways, yeah, it's adorable. But It's so cute to see it of Ak. Ak is the best, okay? And just seeing little Ak mask just made me so happy. Genuinely. Oh my gosh. So anyways, thank you for that. Shout out to Mujo and everybody who did get a mask. These are so cute, and it just meant the world to me because I've never had something like that before, and it made me very happy. So, I mean, Sailing made shirts for everybody and like made all these cool things for everybody. Little Kōri-Oujo ribbons and everything too. But this was like insanely crazy as well. So thank you to Mujo. Thank you to Sailing. Thank you to everybody. All right. Let's see. Let me put that away. Scoot back over. So that happened during the panel, which I thought was really freaking cute. Here's another picture of me yapping during the panel, as you can see. So yeah, the panel that I did was where VTubing is going IRL, and I was really happy to be able to talk about those things. For me, it's always nice to talk about the IRL event space when it comes to VTubing, because I still kind of feel like it's a little bit niche. Like, people are still kind of figuring that kind of stuff out, even me too. So it's really nice to be able to talk about those things. And I remember there was someone from HoloLift who got really, really excited when I had mentioned HoloLift in my presentation. And I'm really happy to hear that. If it wasn't for Neo or Sin, shout out to them, I wouldn't have known that much about HoloLift. Like, I knew of HoloLift, but I got to learn more about it thanks to them. And it was really nice. It was really, really cool to be able to shout them out, because I think they do really, really neat stuff. And I just enjoy that they are doing something that, you know, they're working out, getting some gains for the sake of their shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like the idea. So anyway, it was nice to be able to shout them out, because I do feel like, you know, they have a community as well, and they do stuff at the gym, which is a crazy place. It actually exists. I know. I wouldn't know. So anyway. So yeah, it was really nice, and it was nice to see their excitement for me mentioning HoloLift and whatnot. So anyways, yeah. That's touching. Right? It was so sweet. Thank you for the alert, Twitchmon. I appreciate that. Little Ak mask, right? It was about a 1 hour line. It was. I was like, oh my god, 1 hour. I felt so bad that people were waiting that long. I saw those. I was sitting on a few seats down and got confused at first. Yeah, no, I didn't know what to think. I didn't know that was a thing, and then they're doing it, so it was really nice. It's one of my favorite panels I went to outside of a large company, outside of large company stuff. Lard company stuff. Yeah, totally, Corey. No, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for saying it. I've done a couple of panels at this point, so I have some experience, but it is definitely crazy to feel like we've gotten to this point. The first kind of panel that I did was at Comic-Con, which was in Birmingham, Alabama. And it was just like a Q&A panel, and I was really nervous. And then they did it. It was like, oh my god, this is really cool. And then I did a couple more after that, and a couple more after that, and then to get from there to doing a panel at AX it's just unbelievable. It's definitely like, wow, things are starting to kind of like evolve a little bit, you know, which is really exciting, and it's awesome. So thank you for saying that, Zach. Corey, I found someone posted the mask in the Discord. Can I ping you and reply for a clearer picture? Oh yeah, absolutely. Thank you for asking. I know some people posted about it, but I forgot. I just literally have the pictures that like was sent to me through James. Let me see. Okay, perfect there. Let me open it. Here we go. There it is. That is so cute. Oh my gosh. It's so precious. I love it. I have to talk to Mujo about this, because I want to get this more official. You know what I mean? And give my thanks to the artist. So anyways, yeah, this is so sweet. I really love it. It was awesome though. You've gotten so much more confident. Oh, thank you, Go Mom. Can't believe I was at your first panel. No, right? Like I said, Comic-Con will always hold a very, very special place in my heart, even though I say it completely incorrect. But But yeah, it will always hold a really special place in my heart. I'm hoping to be able to go this year for it, because I'm in contact with one of the con lead organizers, I don't know what to say, but they're open to having me back. But they usually have this rule where it's like every other year the talent cannot come back to the show. So yeah, but but yeah, hopefully I'll be able to go again. Oh yeah, I'll take your entire stock of Akmax. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. That's damn straight. I know. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. It just makes me so happy just looking at it. Anyway, Moonja gave one to James, so I might try to ask James to send that to me because I kind of want it, you know. Anyway, that's that. All right. Let me talk about the next topic of AX. Okay. Let me talk about this right here. So we got to see Zen again, which is really cool. Zen has been definitely growing on me as an inspiration. Zen was already an inspiration before, but I think since I've gotten to see Zen a little bit more at conventions and learn a little bit more about her, I think I've really come to, you know, fall in love with the things that she's doing and that she's seems to be passionate about. I mean, obviously she has Oscar with her as well to do these types of IRL engagements and whatnot, but I feel like Zen is one of the few VTubers out there that are like, you know, Iron Mouse is doing it as well, don't get me wrong, but like there's really few and far between of VTubers that go out and pursue these IRL kind of interactions and stuff like that. And so it's really awesome to see Zen doing it and getting to run into Zen. Sometimes I feel bad because like I do sort of like try to find out where Zen's at the con if I know that she's going, and try to like have a quick interaction. But at the same time, like it is really cool to feel like Zen recognizes who I am. Katie's there too. I've met Katie before. I last saw her at Offkai and she was just so kind and remembered me as well. So it's just like absolutely insane that someone would remember me. Anyway, but yeah, it was really, really cool. I never met Mega or Unnamed before, so it was cool to be able to say hi to them as well. But yeah, it was a really nice exchange, and we joked about the thong incident as well. So if you know, you know. If you know about the thong incident, then you're all good, don't worry. But if you don't, you're also all good. So it was really nice. It was nice to be able to chat with them. It was a really quick chat, but yeah. Maybe they didn't tell Zen no sign because of Oscar's massive arms. Oh my god, real. I told Zen, I was like, hey, I think you're really like a pioneer in like bringing, you know, VTubers IRL and stuff like that. And I was wondering if like you want to like go to the zoo or something together and we can throw our reps with the gorillas. And we laughed about that. So anyway, that was the interaction that we had. That was the interaction that we had. Both you and Zen are amazing. I love seeing your interactions. Thank you. I get a little bit worried that I'm like being annoying. But I always feel that way, so I'm like, it's fine. But yeah, thank you for saying that, Sailing. Also, welcome in, Jacob. Good to see you. How are you doing? We're just chatting about AX right now. But yeah, it was nice to see Zen and to be able to interact again. And yeah, I mean, you know, we'll see. Basically. Hey, Kōri, I'm doing good. How are you? I'm good. Thank you for asking. Busy. You know, always been busy, but busy is good. I'm happy for the work, I guess. But yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, I've been okay. I've been heavy into playing Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Have you played it yet? It's so good. I've heard about it, Ryan, but I haven't actually played it yet. It's a type of game that I normally wouldn't play, so not that I'm like avoiding it because of that and that only. I also just have like a really long list of games that I would like to play. So yeah, but I've also been really busy. So anyways, we shall see. Hope he gets his PR in the squad. Yeah, right? I know. Actually, yeah, I actually sent, that was the second whole lift person that I sent to go do some squats, actually. So it's pretty funny. But anyway, all right. So that was, to kind of summarize the interaction I had with Zen there. It was pretty quick. All right. Now let's talk about this one right here, Iron Mouse. Oh my goodness. So I shit my pants a little bit, but in a really good way. Oh my god, I'm like trying not to tear up. So I don't know why I'm getting emotional. So meeting Iron Mouse was definitely not on my like, you know, list of things I was gonna do at AX, but I'm so glad. I thought that the meet and greet was gonna be like a paid thing, and that it was gonna be a raffle, and I wouldn't be able to meet Iron Mouse, but actually I was able to, so that was really, really cool. And you know, we poor James had to elbow his way through to try to get in line, like, you know, to get closer to the front of the line and shit. And luckily we did get in, and we were able to chat with Iron Mouse, which was really great. And I didn't know what I was gonna say, so I was literally just like, you know, I was trying to practice before I got up there. If you were on the stream, then you know. But I was literally like, oh my god, what do I say? What do I say? And I knew that I wanted to talk about the concert and to mention how much of an inspiration that she was to me for me to do that concert. And that was the main thing that I wanted to say. And it's not even like I'm trying to like butter her buns. Quite literally, I watched her performance of Cry For Me at the Streamer Awards, and I was like, but how could I do this? Because this is so cool. And this quite legitimately how that started. I saw her performance first, and then I saw, I was looking into Mince Fantome's Revenge, Phantom Thief's Revenge. There we go. Tongue twister right there. But I watched her concert as well, Mince concert, and I was like, this is amazing that people are doing this, and I really would like to try myself. And boy, did I try! Anyway. But yeah, so I really was so happy to be able to tell Iron Mouse that, you know, she was such an inspiration for that. And it was definitely wild, because she actually knew about it. Which is dumb, because, like, okay, so let me also say, I guess I should have known that she did, but I didn't think that she would remember it, basically, or, like, she would recognize who I was, because she knew who I was, too. And here's the thing. So, behind the scenes, I did invite Iron Mouse to be a part of the Las Vegas concert. I emailed her management team, and her manager had gotten back to me, I emailed them, they didn't respond. So then I emailed them again, because I'm a bitch. And then, they were like, oh, I asked Mouse if, you know, she wants to do it, but unfortunately, you know, she's busy, or she said no, not at this time, but thank you for considering us. And I was like, oh wow, that's really nice. I did not even though I was bugging them about it sort of with another email, I did not expect them to respond by any means. And so I was genuinely very surprised that they responded. And so I don't know if, like, maybe that's how she knew about it, was because her manager was like, Mouse, this fucking annoying ass VTuber named Kōri-Oujo is fucking flooding my emails. It was 2 emails. And she's asking if you want to be a part of her stupid little Vegas concert. I don't know if that's how she remembers me. I hope not, but regardless, okay, we will watch really quick. I just posted it on Twitter. I haven't actually watched this exchange fully because I was scared. Because I get really nervous when I watch myself back. And yeah, I watched some of it. But there's a little bit of a feedback because of the audio system. So, like, you're going to hear me twice. This was recorded, like, on an iPhone, okay, at the event. And I think because of their, like, speaker system, it sounds a little bit strange. But you can hear it. You can hear the exchange here. So we can watch it together if you want. But anyway, here you go. Hold on. Oh, sorry, it's loud. Let me turn it down a little bit. My god. Let's see. Get it to fit a little bit better. Okay. And let me be small. Okay, so you can kind of see, obviously there's James. Sorry, James, I'm putting you on blast right now. And James is holding up the fucking speaker to the microphone. And then there's me. Thank you very much. I'm on that little iPad screen. Okay. Here we go. That's my favorite anime.
I wanted to tell you that your performance
Yeah, it's so great to meet you. I wanted to tell you that your performance on Pride for Me on the Super Awards really inspired me to do my own concert in Los Angeles. And that's her saying, I remember you. And I'm like, oh my, okay, when I was talking to her, let me tell you something, okay? Let me tell you something. When I was talking to her, in the moment, I was sweating so hard that, like, I was just so focused on being able to get my words out in a clear manner, and that it didn't register to me in that moment that she said, I know about the Vegas concert. And so after we had the exchange, like, people on the stream could attest to this. After we had this exchange, I was like, Shogun and like Pac were like, did you hear what she said? She said that she remembered you, or like, she remembers you. And I was like, what? She said that? What do you mean? I was like, what? I didn't know at all. I don't know why, but it just, none of it stuck. Like, I was so focused on like not actually shitting myself that I was like, I didn't hear it. I don't know. Anyway, let me continue playing it. Sorry if it's loud, but Las Vegas, so I really want to thank you for that, and I thank you and Connor. I thank you.
And I really find so much inspiration.
Thank you. And I really find so much inspiration.
I've been trying to do.
You and Connor as well, doing IRL events and whatnot. That's what I've been trying to do. So I really appreciate you, Iron Mouse, and thank you for all that you do.
Thank you.
No.
Yeah, absolutely. I just also wanted to show you my favorite toggle. I don't have as many models as you.
I just also wanted to show you my favorite toggle. I don't have as many models as you. It's Nicolas Cage. Oh, my laugh! Oh my god, my laugh! Ah! Do you hear that? Ew! Ew! Oh god, dude, never have me on this fucking type of have to hear that 3D 40 ass audio of my fucking laugh. That was disgusting. Oh my god, that was disgusting. Oh my god, ew! Did you guys hear that? Nicolas Cage.
So yeah, seriously.
Ew! Oh my god, ew! Oh no! Yeah, Nicolas Cage. Anyways, so then we had to get off. I just wanted to show you that. But thank you so much for your time. That's my favorite anime. We took the picture. Anyway. Oh my god. The crowd laughing and cheering is so good. Oh my god. It didn't even like, I was like, there's no way that anyone would, I don't know. It's just crazy, but what a crazy moment for sure. Oh god, just thinking about it makes me sweat. But yeah, it was really awesome. So I'm very grateful. I mean, like I said in this video, or when I said it to Iron Mouse, you know, seeing her and Connor do multiple different like IRL kind of interactions and stuff was so cool, and I just love it, and I am really excited to be able to do those types of things as well. So it's awesome, and she definitely is such a big inspiration to me even before this interaction, you know. But I think really the fact that I felt so seen by her, the fact that she like knew what it was, you know, like, I don't know, and I know that to a lot of other people it's like, well, of course, Kōri, you fucking promoted the shit out of it, and it was like kind of a big deal, you know. It was the first of its kind in this industry. Like, it was a very unique event, so of course people know about it, Kōri. But like, to me, it still feels like, oh, it's such a small event, and it's not that crazy, you know what I mean? Like, in my head, that's what I think. And so to me, it's so surprising to hear that Iron Mouse say like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, right? Like, I know who you are from the Vegas concert. And I'm like, how do you, what? What? I don't know. It's just, that's my brain right now. This doesn't make any sense, but yeah, anyway. So that was a really cool experience. I haven't actually watched this video, so we got to watch it together now. Hope you enjoyed my visceral reaction at my fucking terrible laugh on this sound system. Anyways, no, it crazy, just absolutely crazy, and it motivates me to keep doing what I do for sure. I think there's been a couple of things that's happened lately that's made me feel so full. And I know that sounds weird because I'm always hungry, but no, but I mean, I've wholeheartedly felt so fulfilled in my VTubing journey with some of the things that have happened recently. I said this during the Vegas concert, but I felt so happy and accomplished and just genuinely excited for the Vegas concert, and then being able to achieve that was just beyond anything I could have ever imagined. And you know, it was definitely hard to come off of that high and to kind of plummet into some of the unfortunate circumstances that happened, you know, last month with like blah blah blah, you know, personal life, you know, all that stuff. And so the last like week or two, there's been these things that popped up. For example, the VTuber Matsuri concert, which is a concert that's going to be held at MatsuriCon. I literally found out about that like a couple days ago. And so it's crazy, but it's like great that I have a chance to be able to do another concert so soon, because I didn't think that I would. I didn't even know if I was ever gonna do another concert, and so it was crazy to be like, oh shit, like you could do another concert literally next month at the end of August. And so I've been rearing to go and prepping for that. And again, it's just that feeling of like bringing all these people together, all these VTubers together. Right now we have like 77 VTubers that are going to be a part of the opening acts for the VTuber Matsuri concert. And I'm not done planning yet. So, you know, it's just really awesome that I get to have this amazing chance to be able to work with so many people from varying sizes and backgrounds. And it's such a wonderful thing that I feel like I've been able to find for myself and for my community, and also for a little bit of a grander scale, the VTubing community as well, to be able to give back a little bit by creating an event that more and more people could be a part of. So I'm really thankful for all of you supporting the things that I do and the crazy dumb ideas that I have, because it was thanks to that crazy dumb idea of doing a concert in Vegas and having it free and accessible for everybody to watch online on Twitch if they couldn't be there in person, or to be there in person and not charge for any tickets, and they could just go and enjoy a good show. And then make it accessible for the VTubers, you know, like I'm so thankful for you guys to like, you know, support the like crazy shit that I decide to do. But it was because of that crazy dumb idea that I had that someone like Iron Mouse knows who I am, you know. And it's just like, it's absolutely insane to think about. It's insane to think about like that stupid thing that people behind the scenes were telling me, like, you shouldn't do that. That's a bad idea. You're not going to get anything out of it. That stupid idea that I had was something that Iron Mouse remembered to this day, which sure, it's been like a couple months. It's been like 3 months, but she remembers. So yeah, it's so cool. So absolutely cool. So thank you to my community, and thank you to Iron Mouse. So put that in the universe, of course. So anyways, I just felt so happy to be recognized and to be seen in that moment. So anyways, that's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to say, really. Anyway, all right, put that way. That is the main AX recap. We did go to the Silent Hill F booth, which, wait, hold on. Let me see if I have a picture. I'm going to freeze for a second. I actually don't know if James sent me any photos of it. I don't think so. I don't have any photos right now, but wait, let me double check here. I don't have any photos right now. Sorry. But I know that there was a Polaroid that was taken, so that's pretty cool. The Silent Hill freaking booth I was really excited about, because I was like, oh, maybe they'll give out a freebie, and like I could have like an exclusive little freebie Silent Hill F thingy, because I'm really excited for the game. And it's funny because I think the game comes out at the end of September, and so I'm planning for that to be like the first game that I play as the new 3.0 model. And so I'm really, really excited about it. But yeah, we did go through that. Oh, sorry. You know what? Let me catch up on chat really fast because I talked for a second there. I have to sneeze. Hold on. All right, I'm all right. Okay. Let's see. Let me catch up on YouTube chat because I see Shogun here. YoHallo, sorry I'm late and I've been MIA on the Discord today. No, you're good. Don't apologize. Been having quite a time. No, you're good. Don't apologize. Thank you. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. I know you're busy. I know you got stuff to do. It was cool that she remembered you from the concert. Right. It's so insane. It didn't even register to me that she said that because I was like, I'm talking to Iron Mouse. Anyway. You know, management probably never asked Iron Mouse, to be fair. They probably get, can Iron Mouse collab with me on this? Emails all the time. Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. So I wasn't sure. Like, I wasn't sure if, like, she would know about it or not. Because, you know, if management asked, I don't know. I don't know if it was true or not. But I'd like to believe that it was true that management had asked her if she wanted to do it. And, you know, they all agreed that it wouldn't be a good idea to collaborate with a dumbass like me. So, no, I'm just kidding. It was such an awesome moment. Your brain didn't even register in your brain. Yeah, no, legit. The brain was gone. Your mind literally heard that and went, file is corrupted. Yeah, no, file was corrupted, bro. Legit. I fucking deleted the whole PC. My PC to recycle bin right there. The crowd laughing and cheering is so good. True. Thank you. You know, my little brother tuned into a stream last week and randomly DM'd me saying, you know, Kōri laughs exactly like your favorite comedian, Shogun. It honestly got a chuckle out of me. Really? Wait, what? That's crazy, man. Wow. You made a huge impact, bigger than anyone could have imagined, but as big as we all hoped for. Thank you. I appreciate that. At the end of the day, the concert was like having such unrealistically high expectations of something, and despite the unattainable expectations, it somehow exceeded them. Every single one of them. Oh, really? That's so nice of you to say. I'm really scared now. I'm really scared if I ever decide to do the Vegas concert again. Like, what are the expectations going to be then? It's like, I don't know if I could do any better. Like, that was my best. Like, I just... that was my best. I don't know what I could do next, you know? But thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. I'm glad. I'm glad. That's always what I try to strive to go for. I'm just happy to be here. It's a lighthouse in a storm. Aww. I'm glad. I'm glad. Thank you for saying that, Shogun. Thank you for the blessed yous in the chat. Yo, that was an open mouth sneeze. Dude, I was trying to get the sneeze out, so I was like, huh? And then I was like, achoo! So yeah, that's how that works. You don't actually say achoo. What do you do when you sneeze? Do you just go like that? How the fuck do you do that? That's just weird. Alright, that's just weird, okay? Bless you. That's crazy. Alright. Anyway, okay. Let me catch up on the chat. Lore accurate rate. Hi, U10. So, by the way, one day. Yes, one day. One day, hopefully. Kōri-Oujo emails Ojo. That's so real. Pretend you're on stage with the model. Oh, sorry, Queenie. Hold on. All right. Here you go. Is this what you wanted? You want me to be like this? I can't do it that well because I literally can't see myself at the moment. So wait, here, put it over here. Okay. Does this make you happy? Hi, Iron Mouse! Oh my god! It's such an honor to meet you! Oh my goodness, I'm such a huge fan. Oh my god. Okay, listen, I know this is crazy, but I literally just want to tell you that you're such an inspiration to me because I see how much you work hard and you do all this singing and stuff and everything. Okay. Are you happy? Are you happy? Fucking asshole. Alright? Okay. I'm just kidding, you're not an asshole. Okay, let's see. James or Oshi. Alright, damn. Sure it was you. Yeah! The butt cheeks were 100% fucking soaked, yeah. Head empty, mouth focused on speed coherently. That's literally, that's what the coding in my brain was, son. Head empty. Speak coherently. YoHallo, Hunter! How are you doing? So good to see you! How are you? What up, what up, what up, what up? Ew, literally every time I hear myself when I'm recording. Aww. No, Kai, you have a comforting voice. Shut up. Felt that laugh in my soul. Thanks. It was a great concert. Thank you, Hunter. The nani? Right. Oh my god. The way Mouse asked for the camera guy had me. Yeah, I know. So laughing at you shushing me on Twitter so fast before the announcement. Well, fucking Sailing, I appreciate you because you have like post notifications on and shit. And I'm like, wow, thank you. You're like the first person to like any of my posts on Twitter, and I'm like, wow, thanks, Sailing. Thank you. It feels so special. But then I'm like, okay, I have to get these additions out because there's only so much time. But then I didn't have stream yet. So I was like, I gotta get the additions out, but I need to tell the stream. So I'm like, whatever. Nobody's gonna see this. So then I posted it and seemingly forgotten that Sailing has my post notifications on Twitter. And Sailing was like, what? Oh my god. And I was like, Sailing, please just keep your mouth shut for a little bit longer. But yeah, I had to shush Sailing pretty quickly there. So sorry, Sailing. But also, goddammit, why are you so on top of things, okay? Literally, I think Sailing was the first comment. Not gonna fucking lie. Wait, where is it? Where is it? Yes, literally, Sailing said, what? Wait, what? That's awesome! And I was like, no, shh. It's like, shh, no. Quiet, down, sit, stay. Alright. I'm glad you got another chance to host a concert. It was fun going to your concert and want other people to experience it. Thank you, son. I don't think it's definitely not gonna be the same as Vegas, but they will never be the same, right? Corey, yours amazing. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Crazy Corey ideas are the best, so you will have your back always. Thank you so much. Yes. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm hopefully will do more crazy things that are within reach. There you go. Reese's Puff. Alright. The 1 hour wait was totally worth it. Oh my god. For the goddamn fog machine shit. I know. It's terrible. Let me get back to YouTube chat really fast. Hi, Tim. Good to see you. Nick Cage always pushes the limits of what can be better. That's true. Snap. Okay, and that's on a pyramid. Real shit right there. I'm sure you could. Not that it wasn't your best, just that you're such a dedicated, creative, and talented person. You will somehow find a way to exceed expectations a second time. Ah! Thank you. Thank you, Shogun. I appreciate that. I hope I can. We shall see. We shall see. You know, this is totally random, and this is totally me fucking trauma dumping on Shogun and everyone else right now, but as usual. But the word talented is like a forbidden word. Like, I don't say that to people anymore because in the VTubing community, I used to say that when I first like got into the VTubing community. I used to say that word talented or like talent, and I had like 2 or 3 people be like, that's rude. And I was like, what? And it was like 2 of them, to be fair, were like artists, and so they're like, I work really hard on my craft, and it's a skill that I hone, and that it's not talent. It's like, this is something that I practice and rehearse and that I work hard for. And so I stopped saying talented or you're like talent because of that. Because I'm like, I don't know if some people still see it that way. Now, if someone called me talented, I take it as a compliment, because that's what I thought that word was for. It was that it was a compliment, and it was meant to be a good thing, and it's a positive thing. But other people will take it really like personally, I guess, if you say that they're talented. They're like, no, I'm not talented, I'm skilled. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be nice. I only have limited vocabulary. Okay, my bad. Anyway, yeah, there you go. Yeah, I mean, yeah, right. I can understand. But, like, I think the idea, like, what are we trying to express with these words, right? it's kindness. So why can't we just take it as kindness? You know, that's how I view it, at least. Like, it's like the same with like saying bitch. Like, if you say like, girl, bitch, do you see this shit, bitch? Like, I'm not gonna get mad at that. But if somebody were like, you're a bitch, then I'm like, oh, okay, you want to throw hands. You want to throw hands. Let me fucking drink some tequila, because tequila makes me want to fight somebody, okay? Anyway. Regardless. It's like the same thing to me. It's like, you know, if the meaning behind what you're trying to say is positive, then I'm gonna take it positively, you know? Like, yeah. I will step down from my ego to just take the compliment for a second. You know what I mean? Anyway, whatever. Just trauma dumping you guys there, but it's always amazing when your dreams can come true. There's so many uncertainties in life and things never go as planned. The fact that such a big project turned out so well and is remembered by so many is a really amazing feat. Thank you so much, Kai. That is so sweet of you to say. And truly, like, you guys are what helped make it such an amazing event. Like, I can't stress that enough. If it wasn't for the help that we had from Kai, from Sailing and Shogun and Zio and Autumn, and there's probably more names that I'm missing, and I'm very sorry for that. If it wasn't for your guys' help in creating this event and in the way that you guys helped set up, you guys were there to support James, like, pushing it out, you know, spreading the word. Like, if it wasn't for your guys' help, it really wouldn't have been what it was. You know, this was truly like a communal shit. Like, we were shitting, holding hands on the toilet together, and that's what made it such a wonderful concert and event. So thank you guys. I've said it over and over again. Thank you for that, and thank you for making it such a memorable time for everybody. So the cutie Shogun is with us. There you go. Real. You would do absolutely amazing, Koi, for sure. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I do the ladder sneeze. Really? Okay, well, you know, fair. The leg kicks make it funnier. That's true. Makes my brain go brr. Yeah. Sailing on top of it, yeah. No, it was really funny. All right. Hi, Fusion Oil. Welcome in. How was Anime Expo? It was great. It was good and bad, I guess. I don't know. Actually, now that I think about it, it was kind of boring. I didn't really do much because they wouldn't let us pass anything out. They were like, you know, QR codes, so we had to tear our sign down. And then they also said you can't say that you're streaming because apparently that's also still solicitation. So we had to tear the rest of the sign down. And then we couldn't pass anything out because they said that's still considered solicitation. So it was pretty boring on that side. But aside from that, you know, we did get to meet Mousy Iron Mouse, which was really cool. We were talking about how Iron Mouse actually recognized who I was and remembered me from the Vegas concert, which is just absolutely insane. And such an honor that had happened. So yeah, and then seeing Zen again as well. So we were just talking about that. There's so many normal compliments that are seen as bad things in VTubing. That's so real, Kai. I know. I guess I can get it, but I would feel complimented. That's real. Exactly. Skill is floors through talent. I mean, it's up to interpretation. Some people feel differently, and I get it. But, you know, if it's meant to be something nice, then I'm going to take it as something nice. I low-key get where they are coming from. Most of these people needed to work really hard to get where they were. No, absolutely. So I never say the word talented to anyone. Like, I don't ever say you're so talented because I had gotten that feedback when I first started getting into VTubing that, like, that's not a nice word to say. And I was like, oh, okay, I didn't know it was like that. So I say skill now, and I just try to use other words, but I don't use the word talented because of that. So, because I understand as well. Like, I understand working really hard to get to the point where you are, that it's not talent. I think something so my version of not enjoying the words talent, not that I don't like it, but because again, I just take it at, like, you know, face value, which is that it's supposed to be a compliment. But I've tended to not love it when certain people would say, like, I'm so proud of you. Like, I don't mind it. Like, I truly don't. I used to not like it even more, but now I'm kind of like, it doesn't really matter because it's a little bit different of a circumstance. But before, I didn't like it when people said like, I'm so proud of you, or you should be proud. Like the word pride and proud, like, I don't know why, but something about that just like felt a little bit weird to me. I don't really know how to explain it. I guess like that I'm so proud of you, or like that kind of mentality felt weird because it's like, why are you proud of like what I'm doing? And the reason why it ticked me off a little bit was because it would come from people who didn't ever give a shit about what I was doing, but like when I started to do something cool, they'd say, I'm proud of you. People that are a part of my community and that have seen almost step by step the ups and downs that I've gone through and the challenges that I've witnessed, and they say I'm proud of you, that's different. You know what I mean? Like when people say that, I feel like that's like it's coming from a place of like, I've seen what you've overcome and that's why I'm proud of you, which is like, that's a little bit different of a storyline there. But then people who are like, I just see this one post from you, or like I don't really know your whole story and I just see this one post and then I say I'm proud of you, like I kind of felt like that was weird. Nowadays it's a little bit different because that I felt weirdly about that when I first got started doing VTubing and like I got those kind of comments, but now that I've been doing it for almost 4 years, I've realized that sometimes you just don't even know really like if people are, how long someone's actually been around for, because there's a lot of people where like they don't actually interact with the content, but they do see it, they just don't engage with it at all, and so you don't know like that they're actually watching it, that they're actually like consuming or seeing the kind of challenges that I experience. So basically, TLDR, it used to be a word that like kind of like made me be like, I don't know if I like that, but I would still thank them. Like, I understand the sentiment of being like, you know, you're cool for doing this, and I take that as a compliment, you know what I mean? So I don't get mad if people say that, and especially not now, you know, like, now that I've been doing this for 4 years, like I said, like, 4 years is a long time, who knows what people have seen about me at this point in time, so I just am like, okay, it makes sense. But before I used to be like, I don't really like it when people say that, because it was almost like, you're not my dad, like, you know, you know what I mean? Not that my dad ever said that to me, but no, I'm just kidding. But, you know, it's just kind of weird, like, before. But now I'm like, it doesn't really matter. So, I get the sentiment. I appreciate that people even go out of their way to say something to me, so, yeah. Let's see. I've gotten in trouble for saying, I also enjoy your singing. It was seen as an antagonistic towards their desire to improve their singing despite having donated so that they could rent a studio to record. Oh. What? Wait, I'm sorry. Word for word, that was what you said. I also enjoy your singing. And they saw that as antagonistic towards their desire to improve their singing. But sorry, but just because someone says I enjoy your singing, that doesn't mean that you stop improving. Like like they're almost implying that if somebody says I like the way you sing, that you just stop singing, you stop improving at that point. Does that make any is that what they're saying? I don't know. I don't know. I'm an English degree and I don't even understand. Interesting. Community shitting and butt sweating. True. Exactly. Exactly. All right. What's up, Autumn? Good to see you. Welcome in. How are you doing? I'm excited for our totally not split fiction collab tomorrow. That's huge, Corey, being able to talk to Mousy. Yeah, no, it was really awesome. Really awesome. Thank you for saying that. If someone says that you're doing something good and you're trying to improve, that's like the best thing to hear because it means you're going in the right direction. That's true. That's true. Yeah. So glad she remembered you as well. Right? Thank you. Thank you, Hunter. It's weird. Like, I want to hear that from certain people, but not everyone. Right. Like, yeah, that's same. That's how I feel too, Fusion. Like, at this point, I don't really care, but I definitely feel like, to me, I won't lie. I will say it means more or hits harder when someone in my community says it that's like been around for a while, you know? Because they've seen, like, then you really understand the reasons to be proud, you know? It's like, because you've seen me, you know, eat the fucking floor. So, yeah, you know, like, that's great. But then people that I don't know say that kind of stuff, I'm like, you know, well, you don't really know why, like, you're proud of me, do you? Like, other than this one thing that you're seeing. But again, since I've been doing this for so long, you just don't know anymore, like, how long they've been in your, you know, sphere, how long they've come into contact with your content. So I don't want to, like, assume anymore. So I just try to treat it as equally as I can, even though I'm literally saying that I'm kind of not. But anyway. You need to know the lore before you can say that to someone. That's how I feel a little bit too, but I don't know. Sometimes, like, how do I know whether or not you know the Kōri lore? You know, like, I'm not gonna, like, VTuber trivia you right now, you know? Let's see. My sneeze is hurt. I hate sneezing. I feel that, Shogun. I love trauma dumping and tea. Gimme. Another trauma dump add to this days, cough. I mean, talented is a compliment. Other people are just egotistical. Talent is natural, skilled is trained, and you can be both or one or the other. You can have a knack for in no training, and vice versa. True. You just happen to be both talented and skilled, so suck it, other people. Yes! Suck these nuts! Who said that? I'm on my phone. I don't go got Twitch up. Who the hell called me cute? Shush it. I think that was Sailing, yeah. Oh shit. Never mind. It wasn't Sailing. I don't know who it was. Thank you for follow on him. See, I'm proud of you is something I think I've said quite often. I can understand why it can come across as almost dismissive when some people say it. Yeah. But not you, Shogun, because you've been here. That's what I mean. Like, I take it as a very high compliment when you say it, because you have seen the challenges that I've experienced. You've heard about those challenges. You're part of the mod team. You've even seen some of the back end challenges that we face as a moderator team, you know? And so 100% you're a part of overcoming these challenges. So it 100% makes sense for you to say that. For me, I brag about you. I am honored to be a part of this, and I love seeing this community come together under you, especially in person. I'm genuinely, truly proud. Ah, thank you. Thank you so much, Shogun. That's so kind of you to say. Thank you. All right. Altani, thank you so much for coming in today. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We were just recapping Anime Expo, which is a convention in California, and now we're just chatting. Hope you have a great day. Kōri Pride, yeah! Kōri? What do you mean, Kōri? Hi, Autumn, jeez. That's why I was careful with how I worded myself at my off-kind meet and greets with VTubers I only lurk. Oh, yeah, I feel that. Yeah. It's definitely... I get it. Same here. If it's any consolation, I was very much careful about how I worded things as well when talking to other VTubers. Because... you know, I've had to talk to other VTubers, and, like, I know that that's kind of, like, a trigger word for some people for some reason, but I'm not proud of you. I'm genuinely excited that I've seen all your progress in the span of a whole year. Oh, thank you, Autumn. That means a lot. I definitely feel like, you know, Off-Kai was a time of, like, reflecting on how far I've come since a year, you know, because, like, I went to last year's Off-Kai, and then coming to this year was, like, a little bit of a different experience, and, like, yeah, it was cool. It was awesome. And then, you know, going to AX and the fact that Iron Mouse knew who I was, you know, getting to see Zen again, and you know, like, all of that was really just crazy, for sure. So we gotta start saying that we hate what other people are doing to be positive, right? I guess, man. Oh my gosh. Wow, ratted me out immediately. My bad. I was literally just like, oh, no. I'm just answering the chat, okay? Unfiltered. All right. I'll clearly, I don't think before I talk. Clearly, I don't talk before I think, you know? I'm proud of you, Syrups. That's crazy. I'm more proud of you. That's insane. California dreaming. Hell yeah. Shogun is currently on mobile and can only focus on YouTube, so he can't see you call him cute. I love that. All right. So Autumn said that, but anyway, thanks. Kōri, give me my meal tonight. Can you feel the love tonight? Thinking, what is that? That's what I'm wondering. Can you eat it? Don't laugh at that. Please don't laugh at that. Okay. No, let's see. What's my Taco Bell order? Are you actually asking me that? You know, I don't actually know what's on the, let me look at the Taco Bell menu. Taco Bell menu. Liv Moss. How about the, what is that one, the fucking meme about the gordita crunch or some shit? Get the nacho fries. Wait, how do I see what's on their fucking menu? I literally don't know. Honestly, unironically, I like the chalupa, okay? So you could get that, but I said that last time, so I'm trying to be, like, different, but I don't know. Nacho Supreme is pretty good, too. Something like that. The chalupa is so good. It is good, right? That's what I'm saying. I really like the chalupa. But yeah. No, I cannot. I haven't had. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I know I talk about Taco Bell a lot, but I haven't had it in a while because the last time, I feel like the last time I had Taco Bell or like the time before then, I literally like shit myself. Like, so I don't eat anymore. I'm not gonna lie. I would ironically like the taco party pack. Oh, okay, lit. Yo, a stream where Kōri picks dinner / Taco Bell for a chat to have. Yo, that's crazy. Wait, so I'm picking what you guys eat? Is that what that is? That's kind of crazy. Oh, that reminds me. I got a new bookshelf. I decided I'd save a few shelves to put up my Kōri. To put up my Kōri. You raise me up so I can walk mountains. You raise me up. There, your Kōri is up now. Are you okay, Shogun? Are you happy that your Kōri is up? Oh my gosh. My Kōri merch. Okay, I got that. I know, I'm just messing with you. I gotta clip this. I hate you. She's gone. I did leave. I can't clip because I just solo. Damn it, Autumn. Damn it, Autumn. Sorry, let me actually read Shogun's comment. That reminds me, I got a new bookshelf. I decided I'd save a few shelves to put up my Kōri merch. I got most, but not all of it up. So I guess I got a mini Kōri stripe now. That seems weird, right? I mean, I don't think it's weird. I think knowing the context, right? Like, you're a moderator. Also, like, it's not like you paid for all of that. I'm pretty sure I gave you all of that. Like, I force-fed you all of that. I did not let you pay. So, I mean, it's free stuff. And it just happens to be on your shelf, and it happens to look nice, and it happens to be signed. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's weird. You know what's so funny that you mentioned that? Because I realized that I don't have, I realized this over the AX weekend, but, people were saying, some other VTubers were saying, like, I'm gonna put this on my shrine or whatever. And I was like, I don't have a Kōri shrine. And that's really weird. Now, to be fair, I moved into a house. So, like, you know, that was fairly recent. And I guess, like, because I just haven't had time to have my own, like, space for specifically Kōri stuff. Like, right now, it's really just, like, bare minimum shit. And so I do have, like, a couple of things, but I don't have, like, a space for it. So I'm someone who's, like, unfortunately, this is, like, my work room. So I do my actual career job, my 9 to 5, like, here in this room, and I stream. And so it's hard because I need the desk space and like, just generally I need the table space for specifically my job and VTubing related things. So I never thought, like, oh, I should get, like, another table specifically for Kōri merch. And it's hard because I don't want it to get caught in my Zoom meetings, because then that's gonna be really awkward. So I finally realized that I should probably put some shelving up or something to be able to have Kōri stuff. Now, technically, I have a closet, and there is a bunch of Kōri stuff in the closet, and technically, like, all of the Kōri merch is, like, organized in here. Not all of it, but, like, the inventory that I have specifically is organized in here. And then, like, you know, then when people order merch, I sign it, send it to Kōri Corp, and then they send it out. But so that's why I have it organized in here. But I don't know if that counts as a shrine, because it's like, it's not for my pleasure. It is literally just for me to be able to have inventory so I can like send it out to people. So I don't know. I don't have a shrine, but I have an entire closet. Does that? I have an entire closet full of Kōri shit. So I don't know if that counts, but yeah. I realize that I should probably make like something a little bit more specifically for stuff that like I would like. But there's a couple of merch items that I think I gave up on. Sorry, let me pause. I gave up on trying to have like my own shrine or whatever for Kōri stuff, because as most of you know, like I do the merch myself because I have Kōri Corp who has done shipping and handling type stuff before to help me send stuff out, and so I get to keep like all of the funds. But the problem is that I have to do all the production as well, and so like for example the shirts I make, you know, I have to order all of like the, you know, prints and things in bulk, and like I only have so much money to order those things, so a lot of the times I just end up selling all of my inventory and like I don't have anything for myself. So I think that's why I kind of gave up on having like anything like a Kōri space because like I never really got to keep any of my merch, so that's mostly why. Mostly why. Anyway, maybe I think hopefully soon I'll create like something for her, but I don't know, too much work right now to do. Anyway, let me see. Sounds normal to me to have a shrine of your Kamiyoshi. Real. That's true. I love Taco Bako, but they change their menu so often that it makes my brain upset. I feel that, yeah. No, I'm neither happy, okay, nor happy. God damn it, Shogun. Why won't you be better, okay? I don't know, shrines always seem kind of to me. Like, I don't own a Daki pillow for that same reason. Nothing against people who got shrines or Dakis. It's just, I don't know. That's fair. I get it. No, I paid for half of it. Alright, half of it, fine. Oh my gosh. What's up, Lawrence? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Sign this stuff and hand it out as rewards. That's what I do. Usually, I usually do that for conventions and stuff like that, and it is merchandise as well that people can buy. Speaking of which, the merch forum is open, and it's like discounted as well. So if anybody is interested in purchasing merch, it is open. Again, like I said, all of the funds go straight to me, so I appreciate the support. Most, if not all of the merch forum submissions from the past like month or so have been sent out, and I think successfully delivered to everybody. And then people who, if you participated in the Dono Goal that we recently had, everything has been sent except for a couple of the giveaway items, because we did have like some things that we're giving away to the people that participated in the Donathon thingy. And then there's the cardboard cutouts that we sold as well. Those are getting sent out, I think, tomorrow. I know it's like this week, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. Oh, and then I know Coiny is also waiting on something. I don't know if they sent Coiny's thing. Anything about it. Anyway, whatever. Let's see. But yes. Hidden shrine? Yeah, right? That's what I'm saying. If anyone clipped that, please send it to me for an edit. Thank you. All right, Autumn. I'll get it later, Autumn. All right. Do you have shrines for other stuff at least? No, I'm kind of like on the same page as Shogun. I've never really had shrine type stuff. I did have, when I was growing up and I lived with my parents, I had like a door that had a bunch of like random like posters and postcard stuff from the anime convention that I went to before, or you know, a couple of different anime conventions, or like drawings that I did, some pictures from like school or whatever. I had that on my door, but I didn't really have anything else, so I don't know if that counts. But they weren't like all from the same anime or show or whatever. Like it was a variety of things. kind of like a scrapbook door, basically. But aside from that, I don't know. You know, it's hard because, you know, after I lived at my parents' up until I went to college. I went to college and, like, you know, my first year I was forced to be in the dorms, and I was in the worser type of dorm where you have 2 other roommates, not just one. And so I did not do any type of decor of any kind because I had 2 other roommates, and I had to move out by the end of the school year anyway. And then my second year, I was in, you know, we were like in a townhouse, and like there's 3, okay, I had a roommate and there was 2 other housemates. I did end up suing one of my other housemates, but that's another story for another day. Well, most of you have heard of that story already, but I sued him for fun, and that was literally it. I thought it'd be a cool experience to sue someone, and so I did. Anyway, but regardless, yeah, I didn't have anything there because I had no space. You know, like there was really only enough space for a desk and a bed, and that was, you know, in your closet or like, you know, putting some clothes away or whatever. So I didn't really have any space, and then after that, because of some stuff that was going on, like I had to move back in with my parents for a short spurt, and so I still didn't have anything, and then I moved out again, and I didn't have a lot of space for stuff, and then I moved into this house, and now I have space, but I don't have time. And then I have to, like, you know, put the shelving in and shit too, and I'm like, oh god, you want me to handle a fucking screw these nuts, bro? It's not gonna work. So anyway. So yeah, basically, that's why. That's the TLDR of things. I've just never had the space, I think, is what it comes down to. But I never really care to, like, have a quote-unquote shrine for something or someone. Like, I don't know why. I don't know why I'm like this. I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I use the Kōri mouse pad. Like, I do have that. I'm trying to think of what else I have, like, a Kōri standee on my other desk. Oh, and I have, like, this printed out Happy Birthday Kōri card thingy from last year, I think. And then the rest is snacks. So, I guess the real I've had snack shrines. That's what I'll say. Yeah, I don't have people shrines. I have snack shrines. It's just a mound of trash. So, now that'd be hilarious. Kōri in the Closet is sequel to Kōri in the House, but that kind of sounds like a show that's I don't know if we should be saying that on him. I may have Kōri shrine under my monitor. Why am I under your monitor? Is it because, like, then I go live and then, like, I'm on your monitor, so, like, it's like Kōri has risen? You raise me up so I can walk. I did the stupid skit already, alright? I just had to say it again. My bad. Anyway. Hey Ken, how you doing? Hey Kōri, how was AX? It was kind of boring because we couldn't pass anything out because the staff were like, no QR codes, you can't pass anything out, no solicitation of any kind. And I was like, oh shit, okay. So it was kind of boring, but we did get to, like, chat with Iron Mouse, with Mousy. That was really, really cool. And, you know, she recognized me, she knew who I was, and remembered the Vegas concert that I did, which was just such a freaking honor, and I'm so grateful. It just meant a lot. And we saw Zen again too, and I had a panel, and we had a freaking line for people to talk to me after the panel, which was insane. So I'm very grateful. It was a great time, but it was also kind of boring because I couldn't do anything else. So those are literally all that happened. That's it right there. So it's your warehouse, yeah. Majority of the stickers on my computer consists of Kōri stickers and a cup that holds the pen lights next to the computer. So that's my Kōri shrine. Oh, I love that. I love that, son. Heck yeah. I found the word of my message earlier. Are you open to sending it so I can see what you said? Like, if you want, you don't have to. I don't want to, like, make you uncomfortable, but like, if you want my opinion on whether or not, I don't know if you care, but it doesn't change anything, never mind. But I'm just saying, like, if you want my opinion on, like, what I, like, how I would perceive that message, you can send it. But if you don't, I also understand. I don't want to overstep. I also don't want to assume that you care about my opinion either, so. I want to make a shrine for my Oshi, but they have 0 merch. I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe you should change your Oshi to Kōri-Oujo. No, I'm kidding. I'm messing. I'm kidding. Okay. I want a Daki of Lana from Too Hot to Handle. That's what I'm saying. Autumn. Me too, bro. I'm first in line. I've been waitlisted for that shit, okay? Anyway. You can only get a Daki of Zio Nail. Real. That's what I'm saying. Gross, but yeah. Oh, wait, I know where to place my Kōri poster that I bought at the Vegas concert. Above my computer. Now I need to buy a frame. Oh my god. By the way, I know this is so stupid of me, but I think it's crazy when people frame posters. Like, I think it's really cool, and I love it. But because, like, when I was, you know, when I was putting posters up, I never really used frames because I was like, I can't afford that. The fuck? I'm literally a child. And so I always just, like, used tape. Which I know is pretty bad, but regardless, I use fucking tape to put fucking posters up. And then I heard that you could, like, why would you, like, you just frame it? And I'm like, oh, that makes a lot of sense that you would frame the posters. But I don't know, it never clicked to me until now. Or until, not now, but like a couple years ago. I got my Kōri stuff today. Let's go! Hell yeah. Wombo combo. I miss this lore. You miss the me suing someone lore? Are you serious? Okay, maybe I'll tell you guys again. Hold on, let me check on YouTube chat really fast. Hello, Elite Master. How you doing? Welcome in. Hope you're having a great day. Hope to see what merch is left after I start my new job. Gonna grab a few more things just to be safe. Just tell me what you want, Jogun, okay? I'll fucking... Jeez. No, I'm just kidding. I have to burp. Also, Shogun, I realized, did James not give you the iron-ons? Because I don't think he did. Excuse me. Excuse me. But I'm not entirely sure. I think I did make sure that James knew to give you some, but I don't know if James did or not. So, let's see. Tell me the lore of suing your housemate. Okay. Snack shrines is so real. Yeah. I wish I could give you some chocolates with some hot chocolate and all. Oh my god. The way I can go for some hot chocolate right now, like, I really want hot chocolate, but the problem is that I can't. Well, I can't right now because it's too late. Like, I will stay up all night if I have any hot chocolate, but also, like, it's hot chocolate and it's the fucking summer. I'd be insane. Anyway, I mean, I am insane, but I didn't mean to make a shrine. I just had nowhere else to put the merch. No, that's fine. Absolutely. I mean, I'm not going to think it's... My first thought when I see shit like that is not shrine. Let me put it that way. I framed my poster because I don't want to damage them. That's pretty fair. He did not. How's it going today? Any plans for the summer? For the summer, stay alive. But for... Oh, no, I'm just kidding. No. Let me actually say my plans. There's a lot of stuff going on. I'll get into it in a second. Just some of the things that we have got. But yeah, no, we've got a concert going on next month. I've got my re-debut happening the month after that. It is a lot. There's things happening for sure. Okay, hold on. Guess it doesn't matter. Okay. Let's see. Random question. Does the merch store have a raccoon-sized Daki that just has the raccoon on it? No, it doesn't. Sorry. Unfortunately, no. But there are Kōri Dakis. I mean, technically, you have to look at the picture yourself. Look at the picture yourself. Anyway, it's not NSFW, by the way. It's not like you know, tits out, guns out type shit. You know. I'll drop a photo in the Discord. Heck yeah. The rule of 3 lets you do the bit one more time. Game recognized game. Real. She ain't messing. That's so real though. Okay, wait. Let me see. Here's the word for word after she said what okay. Here's the word after she said she wanted to take down her B-Day karaoke stream. Well, whatever you decide, I am proud of you. I enjoyed the B-Day, I loved every song, and I am very grateful to have been there. It led to a community announcement about the importance of accepting the talent's desire to improve and was later reinforced when she talked about why she picked who she did to be her mods. They typically respond with, okay, sounds good, and fantastic. No, that's what it is. No, you're good. You're good, Kai. Jeez. Okay, well, I don't personally see anything wrong with what you said. I mean, I'm sorry. Okay. If I were to defend this person, not that I have to, if I were to defend this person, if it did make them feel like that way, I still don't think it's appropriate to make a community announcement and then reinforce some weird shit like that. I think it's very strange. I mean, because, you know, people say shit that make me feel a certain type of way all the time, but it's not like I act on those those feelings every single time. Like, I don't know, it's like, I don't know if some people may not always have the capacity, whether it be from like stress or whatever, to process or reflect on like what it is that was said, how it made them feel, and more importantly, why did they feel that way? You know, like, it's that question's never there. Like, why did I feel that way? You know, is there some underlying shit that's going on with me that I might need to address as to why I felt that way? You know, okay, let me say it again. Well, whatever you decide, I am proud of you. I enjoyed the birthday. I loved every song, and I am very grateful to have been there. Right, this is not, I don't know, this isn't, I feel like, what, it's not, I don't know, it sounds fine to me, I don't know, I'm sorry. What's up, Philip? Welcome, man, thank you for being here, thank you for the lurk as well, appreciate it. I hated your singing, I know, is that just what you want us to say? Like, I don't know, it's tough. Next time they're saying, just say, okay, sounds good, fantastic. Like, just those 3 words over and over and over again in the chat. No, I'm just kidding, don't do that. You know, I like the Kōri-Oujo. Thank you. Thank you, Cosmic. I like it too, to be honest, but I'm biased. I don't know. I'm sorry. I feel like what I'm about to say should not be said publicly, but I will say it because I'm overprotective of my community or people that have been around for a while. And Kai, you've been around for, you know, since TaioCon, and you've been such a wonderful person. But you can say on Discord instead. I'm around tonight. Oh, okay, got it. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, I can't Discord DM you because my DMs are closed, but if you happen to be on the round table and I can get on, then I would like to ask you something. I would like to ask you something, but you don't have to answer, or you don't have to be there if you don't want to, because I don't want to, you know, I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable. But at the end of the day, I think really it's weird. I don't know. Some people have a strange perception of things, and sometimes you just catch people on a bad day. You know, I've definitely had that too. Like, I know a while back some people were coming in here and I was having a really hard day, and like, you know, there was so many words of support in the chat, and I felt like I felt that, but because of the headspace I was in, none of it was getting through. And I know that there's been some points where I'd be streaming and someone would say something that, like, it was just worded very poorly, and I just happened to be in a bad enough headspace for me to, like, my initial gut reaction was like, I didn't like that, and I want to say something about how I didn't like that, but the challenge is, and maturity is, you know, understanding that gut reaction and realizing that you're having that, you know, coming to terms with the fact that you're having that gut reaction and addressing that with yourself and being like, why am I having that gut reaction? And like, can I pause my gut reaction and try to have one that's a little bit better of a reaction? You know, I think it's really hard for people to try and stop themselves from reacting emotionally. We're humans. We're emotional entities, you know, so it totally makes sense, but at the same time it's very awkward. You know, being a public facing person and not being able to take anything. Like, at that point, can you even take criticism? Can you even take constructive criticism if you can't even take a compliment? Like, what do you do when somebody says, hey, you know, you did great, but I think you could have done this better? Then what does that do to you? You know what I mean? If you can't even, like, accept a, wow, that's so amazing you did that. You know what I mean? Like, complicated. In that sense, I fear for this person to never be able to improve and never be able to grow. I fear for this person to not mature in a way that could be a better version of themselves, could be better for them, healthier from them, because it's almost a toxic headspace to be in, to just take everything as like, this is negative, this is negative, this is negative. Like, I don't want to be around that, and I wouldn't want to be that, you know? That's a very tough way to live, you know? So I worry for them for that sense. What's up, friend Mario? Welcome in over on YouTube. Thank you for coming by. What's up, Bomb Squad? I've been a lurker since the baseball game video. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Thank you for coming by. It's okay. I don't feel comfortable talking to you. You're a good person. Oh, thank you. Sorry. I was talking about what Twitch chat was talking about, what Kai was talking about, but that is real. Thank you for saying that. I'm glad you feel that way. Gonna go get a chalupa now. Let's go get that chalupa. Chalupa the poopa. Hot chocolate right now would kill me? No, legit. That's what I'm saying. Same. This is the worst thing you've made. Yeah, that's what I've swapped to doing, and I've been treated slightly better ever since. You can say it on Discord. Right, okay. Do not let this person stop you from being positive. Please, we need more positivity. I agree with that. Thank you, Fusion. I 100% agree with that. Okay. The biggest problem here, too, is exactly what Fusion's hitting at. It's like, I have no right to limit your freedom of speech, okay? Like, how you want to express yourself, how you want to type in chat, how you want to communicate. I do not have any rights over that, aside from just, like, basic human respect, right? Like, basic common sense, basic, you know, treat each other with respect. That's all I ask, you know? But, like, I'm not going to... I have no right to switch or change what you're doing just because you speak or communicate in this way. There's so many... What's crazy is that I have come across so many people in my VTubing career. Hundreds of thousands of people. And communicated with them. Everyone has their own communication style. There's been so many people that I genuinely did not like the way they communicated. But I knew that that didn't make them a bad person. It's just a different communication style. I didn't communicate the way that they did. And I didn't receive their communication the way that they would hope that I would receive it, and vice versa. They did not like the way that I was communicating and that I, you know, conducted myself, and so through my speech or my text, and they, you know, it just wasn't reciprocated, and that didn't make them a bad person. That didn't make me a bad person. We're just different people, and like, we just gotta respect that. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna stop them from talking the way that they want to talk, you know. As long as they're not, like, causing any harm, of course. Like, as long as you're not bullying or being negative or talking dumb shit, you know, like, I don't care. Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, will there be snacks? Always. The only toxic positivity we want around here is made of cheese. Goddamn. Why does my lactose intolerance, like, come up, like, every fucking stream? I don't really understand. Nail on the head. My psychology classes are running wild in my brain right now, but Kai, you didn't say anything wrong in my opinion. I respect that. Yep, same. I will say, it's their stream. They get to do what they want, but, like, but like be like that though. Yeah, life be like that. Yeah. No, I agree. Exactly. Like I agree with that. It is their stream, you know. The way that I view it is like your stream or whoever's stream. If you're streaming, this is Kōri's house, okay? Kōri's in the house right now, okay? And my stream is the house. People come into my house. I show them hospitality. I show them a good time, okay? Say a few jokes here and there, right? Offer my snacks. But if somebody comes in there and is just shitting all over the floors without permission, okay? And and just like, you know, rating things that they shouldn't be rating, like my toilet paper, then I have every right to be like, you need to leave. You know what I mean? So it's your house. You can do what you want with it. It's your space. But at the same time, like, it is very strange that there are people who exist that patronize the people that watch them. I remember, now I don't know how true this was because it wasn't me who experienced this, but I knew someone a while ago who, they moderated for another streamer, and I don't know who it was at all, okay? I think they were a VTuber, but I'm not entirely sure. So it could have been a regular streamer, a VTuber, I don't know. All I knew was that they did have like an OnlyFans or some shit like that. They were kind of like an NSFW creator. Nothing against that, right? However, it's the kind of person they were, and this is just according to the person that told me the story that was modding for them. She would literally tell her mods to ban people who were not paying to be there. So you had to subscribe. You couldn't chat in the chat unless you subscribed or sent her money. And like some other shit, like you can't be a part of the Discord or you can't do this or that unless you donate a certain amount. It was literally like that was a thing. So that was a thing. So I mean, again, it didn't happen to me, so I don't know how true that is, but there are people like that out there. And people, unfortunately, people watch that. Unfortunately, this person had enough viewers to even be able to say, ban these people that are not subscribing. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many viewers they had, but I would assume it was enough to like act that way, but I don't know. So yeah, it's really, it's a weird place. But anyway, I'm the one who, when she hates to communicate with, oh God, my Shirin Bezos, you're the one who brings up lactose intolerance every stream. No, that's so not true. Oh my God. Anyway, don't make her aware of that. That's crazy. Well, you make this house a home for us. That's why we're still here. Thank you. Have a good one and leave, by the way. Thanks for coming by. What? That's crazy. Yeah, it's actually a thing that happened. Well, okay. I don't know if it's actually a thing because it didn't actually happen to me, but that's what I heard, okay? That was what was told to me. So, I'm sure there's like an ounce of truth in there somewhere. You have permissive floor shitting right now? Maybe. Maybe. Okay. Deploy the lactose humidifiers. I fucking hate you. It's almost like you can't get rid of lactose intolerance. Wow, that's insane. They could have just timed you out if they really didn't want to hear what you were saying, but a whole ass post is crazy. That's my thing too, Fusion. Like, the whole after shit is so petty. Like, I'm sorry, but that's so dramatic. Like, now we have to do this whole community post about it and, like, get the entire community. But, like, how? I'm sorry, but that's... the way I see it is if my friend did something like that, if my friend was trying to humiliate me in front of the rest of the friend group, that's a red flag, my dog. I just be like, you know what? I gotta go. But that's me, I guess, you know. I know it's a different situation. Don't get me wrong. Control-Alt-Delete the lactose intolerance. If only it was that simple. I've heard of similar stories like the VTuber that made her fans bid against each other to sleep with her. What? Wait, shut up. Who was... No. No, don't tell me. There's no way that's real. There's no way that real. There's no way that's real, right? There's no way that's real. There's no way that's real. Wait. Oh. Wait, shut the fuck up. Wait, is this... I don't know, man. I don't know how true this is, but like, what? I mean, it's a Reddit post. I don't know how much I trust Reddit, but I mean, I do see some shit about like this particular VTuber accepting tributes and shit. Oh. 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 This is crazy. What? Okay. I don't know. That's crazy. Oh my god. Testicular torsion is crazy. There's been more than one post. I think I know who you're talking about, and I bought her patch. You bought her patch? What? Wait, what? For real? No, legit. You have too much faith in humanity if you think it's not real. Yeah, I guess so. It's real, but I'll have to reach out to some people to get the screenshots. A friend was in the Discord server she made for it. You're not, don't, you know, you know, I don't know if I want to be in possession of those. I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of scared somebody's gonna come after me for it and be like, oh god. It's not sure if it's out publicly. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't see it on a Google search, but it's possible that it's on Twitter and I just don't actually know, but holy shit. That's crazy. Wow. You know, okay, this isn't the place to talk about this, but please respect women. Just that's all I'll say. Please respect people in general, but like, I don't know. It just reminds me of like the Bonnie Blue stuff, which if you know, you know, but it's scary. It's scary to think that, I don't know, just treat people with respect. That's all I gotta say, man. You know, just because we see these things online of people bidding for sex or doing different things, and I'm not just talking about females. I'm talking about there's a lot of stuff out there where it's money for sex and stuff, and it's like just all I gotta say is like don't let this muddy our brains into thinking anything less than that these people are human beings and we should treat them as they are human beings and with respect, and respect consent, respect their bodies, respect them as people. Okay, that's all I gotta say. All right, that's all I'll say. But yeah, oh my god, crazy. At the end of the day, we love Kai. He's always welcome here, and if he's ever in Vegas, he's always invited to every event. Yes. You people would have left the drama after graduating high school, but lo and behold, yeah, you'd think people would have left it. Yeah, you would think. Some people crave that. Like, there's genuinely people who they love being in chaos, and so they just create it nonstop. So, I so needed this tea today. This literally improved my mood so much. Okay. Hell yeah. Is it the silly pill VTuber? Silly pill? That's crazy. Oh my god. Yeah, save your money for the dinos much. True. There you go. We were supposed to be talking about AX. How did we even get here? Not mad about it. Just curious how we ended up here. You know, I didn't fucking know, man. I mean, I talked about AX. That's all I had to say. It was kind of a bullshit, like, thing because we couldn't do anything. But yeah. It's so easy to be kind and respectful. So long as adult consenting parties are happy, healthy, and safe, they are deserving of common courtesy. 100%. Snap, snap. Okay? Anyway. I'm flying to see Kai and only Kai. Real. Hey, Sin City Anime. Alright? Come on by, and hang out, if you can. That's in, November. Come on out, Kai! Please! Come to Sin City Anime. And there's some cool things that I'm cooking up for it as well, but I can't talk about it yet, so. But yeah, it's gonna be great. So come on by. Anyway. Was that it? Oh, Sailing wanted to hear about me suing someone's story. Okay, so And obviously Shogun likes tea. Shogun, you already know the story though. Yeah, you know the story, but I guess Sailing wasn't around when I said it. Sorry, I've said this story like 4 times on stream before, so I don't know. But okay, so the time I sued my housemate. So, my God, I guess to just talk about the suing event. So there were, I'm gonna TLDR this because there was a lot of things that happened before this that led to this decision. But basically, there were, okay, let me back up. I gotta start from the beginning because otherwise it doesn't make sense. Okay, so originally I didn't know what I was gonna do for my second year of university as far as housing goes. One of my friends from, like, I knew her since like elementary school, and you know, I thought we were cool. And she was like in desperate need for a roommate, and so I was like, okay, sure, I can be your roommate, because I guess the person that she was supposed to room with ended up like saying no or like falling out last minute, whatever. They already had a place figured out, and I was like, cool, so all I had to really do is like sign the lease, and I'm like, great. So I did that, it was fine, got that situated. When we moved in, me and my friend had a very small, tiny room. And then the other 2 housemates had this massive, giant room. And while we were moving in, we had seen one of the other housemates. I'm going to call him Adam. Adam. So, Adam, you know, we saw Adam, and, basically we were like, my mom and I were like, oh, you know, we're moving in, nice to meet you and stuff. I already met them before, but yeah, you know, my mom met them, and then we were like, yeah, we noticed that like the rooms are really drastically different sizes, so maybe we need to like kind of recalculate the rent, because at the moment we all paid equal rent. But since the room sizes were so drastically different, we were like, maybe we should reconsider that. And so Adam was like, yeah, sure. So then after that, you know, TLDR, you know, I ended up being the main person because my friend Lily just fucking did not have my back at all, and Lily just cried to her mom. That's not a joke. About like trying to make it more even, make it more equal, the rent that we were paying. And of course, you know, Adam and the other roommate or housemate didn't want to pay more. And we had to like have a whole ass fucking meeting, and my mom was glaring at the other housemate because the housemate was glaring at her, and my mom was like, if you afterwards, she didn't say this to her face, but she did definitely give a glare back. My mom was like, she was looking at me, and I was like, oh, you think I'm being a bitch right now? You're about to see crazy bitch in about 5 minutes. And so luckily didn't go to crazy bitch, okay? Didn't go there. But it definitely was a dumb situation because their whole argument was just dumb. And by the way, the Adam was studying he was eventually going to be a lawyer. Like that was like his career path, I guess. And he did not come with a solid argument at all. I mean, totally skipped debate class. Like, no solid argument. He was like, well, this is what my friends are doing in a completely different apartment complex or whatever. And here's how they're calculating their rent. And I'm like, yes, however, comma, this is a different apartment complex. What the fuck are you on, my dog? And so, anyway, it was just really stupid. And then he's like, well, then who pays for the common areas? Like, bitch, no one pays for it. No one pays for the common area. It's a common area. We all fucking use it. So we just pay for our living areas. And anyway, they wanted to go with their prices, and we were like, fine, if you would like to go with your prices, okay, actually, we wanted to go in the middle, so it was like between their price and mine, and they still didn't want to pay more, so we were like, okay, if you don't want to pay more, then we switch rooms. And so we switched rooms, And my roommate and I got away with the bigger room, paying less than what it actually should have been. And I was like, yeah. Anyway, so that happened there. But the housemates hated, they ended up despising my friend because they weren't mad at me, you know, because I was just bringing in the facts. And they didn't know me, you know. But my friend, they knew her. They were friends with her. They all knew each other before I came into this equation. I didn't know them, the other two housemates at all. And so they're really mad they despised my friend because they saw her as the one that, like, brought me into this and basically let me walk over everything. And I'm like, well, maybe you shouldn't have sat down to get walked on, dumbass. But anyway, I'm kidding. Regardless, I say all that because there was all this, like, pent-up drama with that and this underlying just anger between everybody. Now, they never, like, directly treated me poorly, and I was, like, you know, I talked to them normally. I tried to be chill with them. They broke some shit. Some of it was my shit. No one ever fessed up to it. Nobody ever tried to, like, you know, evenly distribute chores or anything like that. I tried, didn't work out, so I kind of just gave up at some point. But I knew that I was only going to be there for, like, you know, a year, so I was like, whatever, move on. Regardless, here's where the suing comes in, okay? So basically, the year is up, and it's summertime now. I am staying mostly at my parents' during the summertime, to spend time with them, of course, and so I'm not really at the apartment. I'm not there. And my friend was there though, and she was doing dumb shit that I don't even want to talk about. And, regardless, so then they, like, end up, you know, I did my portion of cleaning. I tried to organize, like, a day that we all could come together and clean together. They never did it, so I just did it on my own. And so I did all the cleaning. I moved all my shit out, and I was like, okay, that's it, bye. And that was that, really. And, you know, we all contributed to the security deposit, and the security deposit is where, like, you know, the apartment complex will use that to clean the rest of the apartment or whatever once you are moved out. And, you know, any other damages, I didn't really care how much I got back from the security deposit. Honestly, I didn't think I was going to get anything back because of the fact that, you know, they tore that shit up. Like, they never cleaned, they didn't help me do anything, so it was just like, it probably is a mess, and, like, it doesn't matter at this point. It's a loss. But then I find out that, you know, we were all owed and supposed to get a certain amount, and I kid you not, it was only like $100, right? And I was like, okay, that's fine, whatever, you know, I'll get that back, and that's cool. And I had texted Adam. Adam had texted me about it. I was like, cool, you know, if you could, like, send it to me, that'd be great. Adam said, cool. Never got anything. And then I think another time I checked in, I was like, hey, did you send it? And then Adam was like, no, I'm going to send it next week. I'm like, all right, cool. So that's the second time. The third time, I went to a convention that was semi-local to my university area. And I was walking around in this massive cosplay, and I remember my friend saw, not the housemate friend, like, this is another, my cosplay friend, well, okay, my cosplay / like, friend that knew about the situation and had actually met Adam before. They were like, we were walking, and my friend was like, keep moving, Kōri. And I'm like, what? And, you know, when my friends say that kind of shit, it's real shit, okay? You keep moving. You don't ask questions, okay? So then I kept walking, and I was like, what's going on? And my friend was like, isn't that Adam over there? I'm pretty sure Adam's there with all of his friends. And I was like, I turned slightly, and I was like, oh, shit. That's Adam. And then I was like, wouldn't it be so crazy if I, like, confronted him, like, right now? But luckily, I didn't even need to try and do anything, because then his friends saw me, because I'm in a big-ass fucking cosplay, and they're like, yo, whoa, that's a new cosplay. Can I take a picture with you? And I was like, yeah, sure. And so they come up, and they're taking a picture with me, and I see Adam's face just go, oh shit. He's like, oh fuck. And so then after the picture, Adam comes like freaking scraggly walking up to me. He's like, oh, hey Kōri, how you been? Oh, I've been good. Yeah, it's nice to see you. I'm keeping my cool, don't matter. And he's like, yeah, I know I owe you the security deposit, and yeah, I'll get that to you. I actually changed my number. Can I get your number? And I was like, sure, we can exchange. So he changed it, and he's like, okay, I'll see you next time. I'm like, all right, cool. And I texted him after that, and he's like, yeah, we can try to meet up on the campus or whatever. And I was like, okay, sure, where, when, and where? And then he never responded. And so I was like, my university has not like lawyers available, but like legal advice people. So it's just purely advice, not any actual like legal assistance per se. And I was like, what if I like call them? It's free. It's part of my fucking $1 billion tuition. There you go. And I was like, yeah, sure. Let me go ahead and call them. And so I called the legal advice center or whatever, because it's free. And I was like, okay, so basically, here's what happened, right? There's this fucking house guy, freaking roommate dude that I had, and he was supposed to give me the security deposit, and he never gave it to me. And so I was like, can I try and sue him for this? Because he never gave me anything. And they were like, well, you can. I mean, it's $100, so really it's up to you, because the problem is that, you know, you do have to spend some money, like, submitting your case, and then you have to have a, either, like, a police person or what is the name of it? Gosh, I can't remember. But, they have to, it's a notice, like, they have to hand out the notice that you've been served, quite literally, snap, snap. Kōri-Oujo's serving since, I don't know, the 1800s, because I'm literally 61 years old. Anyway, so, but yeah, and so you have to hire someone to do that. You have to pay for those. So if you have the money to pay to submit a small claims court case, which is what I had, I think small claims is I think under like 10,000 or under something like that. It's like under a certain amount. That's small claims court. And so I was learning a lot, okay, absorbing information, because I was like, you know what if one day I'm older and I need to sue someone? I'm never going to have any experience. I would have never known how to sue someone. But if I do it now and I have legal advice from my school, then I can learn and do it even better later. So I was like, you know what? It'd be so great to try. You know, I just wanted to do it. I just want to do it for fun. I just wanted to learn, you know? I just wanted to learn that shit. And so, yeah, I ended up, you know, filling out all the forms, you know, contacting, it was actually like a private investigator who was the one that served the papers, because this dude, Adam, lived in a gated community in the part of town that was rich, like swimming pool, yachts, rich. That's the part of town that Mr. Adam lived in. And so it actually costed more money for me to have him get fucking served because he was rich. I was like, God damn, bro, what the fuck? Anyway, so yeah, he fucking got served the papers. We got the court date. I go to the hearing, and it was fucking epic, because it was like, on the screen it said like Kōri-Oujo versus Adam whatever, and I was like, yo, that's literally me. I tried I'm fast forwarding a little bit, but after I did the court shit, I tried to take a picture of my name. I tried to take a picture of that, and then the staff were laughing, and they're like, hey, you can't take pictures in here. And I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. That makes sense. Can I do it outside? And they laughed, and they're like, yeah, you can go outside, but you can't do it in here. And I was like, okay, lit. Okay, now let me go back to the present. So then for the hearing, I was so nervous because I was like, I've never done this before. Like, is this gonna be a debate? How hard is Adam gonna fight back? Because like, I don't know. And so to prepare for the hearing, I printed out everything. I printed out like all the documents with, you know, oh, was that a bug? Hold on, there's a bug. I don't know where it went. It fucking disappeared. God damn it. I'm gonna sue that bug! Okay. You want a suing rampage? Sue the bug! Anyway, so I printed out like the text messages. I screenshotted all the text messages and I printed them out. I printed out a copy for myself, a copy for the judge, and a copy for the jury. Okay, I had I had an extra copy in case the security guard wanted one. Okay, in the audience, I had like 6 different copies of the same screenshot because it just in case. Okay, and I had like dated when I had saw him at the convention, and I got that verbal verification that he was gonna send me the money, the text verification that he was gonna send me the money. I got the proof of like the lease and how much we got from the security deposit and blah 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 blah. I printed out multiple copies of all of those items, and I had it ready for the judge. And here's the funny thing. So basically, here's what happened during a time span of, I don't know, like an hour or two, probably even longer than that. But, you know, you can't really have, like, phones in there. Like, you're not supposed to be on your phone in there, basically, because obviously, like, this is private information. But there's other people with small claims courts in the same, like, room as you. And so I heard all of their fucking cases before it got to mine. And, basically, it was crazy because there was so many cases. So one example was that there was a case where these two were neighbors, and like they wanted to get a fence put up, so they agreed that they were going to split the bill for the fence to be put up, but then the other neighbor never paid them, basically, like never split it with them. And the judge, like, TLDR, and the judge was like, you guys don't need small claims court, like, you guys just need a mitigator. I was like, roasted. Anyway, so yeah, there was that. There was also like somebody who they were like fighting over who gets this truck, and you know, this lady kept bringing up, oh, but the old will says this, and the judge is like, ma'am, that's the old will. There's a new one, and we have to follow that one legally. And it's just like, holy shit, bro. And it's like nobody had any documents with them. I had like a fucking 50-page folder in my hand, okay, full of documentation of this $100 small claims court fucking case. No one had any other papers. No one. There was that one lady with the old will. That was it. And it was like all crusty and shit. It was just one copy of it. I was the only one and the youngest one in there that had documents. So I'm sitting there literally like pulling my hair out because I'm like, these are such ridiculous cases. Like some of it just didn't make any sense at all. Like I was sitting there like rolling my eyes like, this is literally Judge Judy. This was so fucking crazy. It was like the best version of like reality TV, but like in the same room as me. It was awesome. Anyway, so basically, then I realized that Adam had not shown up. So just as Kai's kind of like foreshadowing, Adam didn't show up to the court hearing. And so I was like, oh, interesting. Well, I don't really know what to do about that. I don't know what's going to happen because he's not here. Does it get rescheduled? I don't really know. So, because I was nervous that we were going to have to fight it out. Because I was ready to fight, but I didn't want to fight, you know? I'm a peaceful person, okay? I like to poo, not to fight. Anyway, so eventually the judge is like, all right, let's take a break here. And I was like, girl, you are not taking a break until we get my goddamn case done, because I am not sitting here for another hour for you to have your fucking coffee right now, okay? And so I was like, oh, wait, excuse me, because I was the only one who did not go. And I was like, they're just gonna let me sit in here? Like, like, obviously I'm here for a reason. Why do you guys think I'm sitting here? Anyway, and he was like, he realized that my, you know, what is the term for it? I can't fucking remember. I was the plaintiff, and Adam is the defendant. Defendant, right? Right. I think that's how it goes. Anyway, so Adam didn't show up, right? And so he's like, I wasn't aware that you had your case here and that you, that they didn't show up. Otherwise, I would have done you first. Sorry. And I was like, yeah, you think? Anyway, so then, I got, you know, the fucking signed in, whatever, fucking Google Chrome signed into the fucking, the courtroom. No, I did the whole pledge thing, you know, to tell the truth and only the truth. So I obviously had to tell them that I blew up the bathroom right before the court hearing. Did they ask? No, but I had to tell the truth. Anyway, I'm just kidding. So, then I talked about, like, you know, here's the text messages, pass the screenshot documentation to the security guy. Security guy gives it to the judge. Judge is like, okay, lit. And I also, like, kind of argued, like, I had some, you know, emotional and monetary grief from this. It's something that you could say because, you know, I'm a college student. I don't have much money. I was relying on this to be able to get my books or something like that. You know, I might have lied a little bit, but, but it could have been true. Okay. It probably was to a certain extent. It kind of makes sense. Anyway, so just kidding. Don't come after me, government. So, essentially, you know, I tried to argue that, like, I kind of, you know, would like a little bit more than that, but he was like, I can't add that much because of how small this is, basically. And I'm like, that's fair. And he was like, all right, cool. You're done. You're lit. They're gonna have to pay you back. And I was like, all right, lit. Awesome. So then after that, I, like, had my success walk, and I tried to take a picture of my name versus their name on, like, this bulletin board thing, and I couldn't, because they were like, you can't take pictures in here, LMAO, and I was like, all right, lit. So I took a picture outside, and I was like, this is literally what I did for my summer. That was my summer, by the way. Because I think I submitted the claims court, like, in the middle of the school year. Like, it was maybe, like, the first or second quarter. But because it takes so long, you know, like, these cases take a really long time for you to actually, you know, serve the papers and then, you know, get a hearing date and blah, blah, blah. So it took, like, almost an entire year for us to actually have the hearing. So that's what I did during the summer. Basically, that was what my summer was filled with, was, like, literally suing someone. So anyways, I did get, after that, I got something in the mail. It was a check from Adam, and it covered, obviously, the court fees, the serving fees, and the security deposit that I owed. So he ended up actually paying twice as much as he should have paid me, what I was rightfully owed, which was only $100. He ended up paying, like, about two times as much. A little bit more than that, but yeah, it's about 2 times as much as that. So yeah, I was like, cool. And by the way, like I said earlier, he was going to be a lawyer. Like, that was what he was going to school for, was to eventually go to law school and become a lawyer. And the thing is that if you lose a case in a government judicial court, if you lose a case, whether it be a small claims court or not, it goes on your record that you lost as a lawyer in training. You lost. So it's safe to say I literally ruined this man's career. I'm not joking. I ruined his career. So over $100. I'm like, you should have just paid the money. Just pay the money. Oh my god, you don't understand, bro. I'm a petty bitch. I'm a petty hoe. I will sue you. I don't care. Bitch better have my money. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god. So that's the story. I hope you enjoyed. That's the story of when I sued someone for $100. And yeah, but it was a good experience. Like, okay, look, I know this is all jokes, shits and giggles, but I genuinely was very happy I went through that experience. It was a little bit stressful, you know, but I felt like I grew up a little bit there. And at the very least, I felt like I stood up for myself. I felt like I learned how to conduct myself in that type of setting, what I need to bring, how it's going to be, you know? So I feel like if I do ever, I mean, God forbid, but if I do ever have to take legal action, I know I feel a little bit more confident in doing that, basically. So it taught me a lot. It helped me grow up a little bit. And genuinely, it was a really good experience. So yes, it's over something super, super stupid. But I don't know. I just had the mentality of like, I'm young, dumb, and broke. And so why not? so why not? Basically. So yeah. All right. I love that story every time. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Let me see. Let me catch up on chat. Hello, Cosmin, by the way. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great day. We were telling a silly story. Well, not really, but yeah. Oh, excuse me. Where did that come from? Oh, gosh. Oh my god, I'm so far behind. I'm sorry. Alright, let's see. Mama Kōri ready to fight. True. No, legit. Moms in my experience are the best. Yes! Agree. Dog was on the lactose. Yeah. He was using Ace Attorney as his classes. That's so crazy. Real shit, but everyone always stops anyways. Yeah. I fucking love the energy these streams have. Heck yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Fusion. Commission. My bad. You know what I mean. Tuition. Goddamn. It rhymes, bruh. She's in too deep in VTubing to remember back in her days. I know. That's that VTubing speech is commission. Go to college and you get paid. If only, man. That Kōri logic kicking in early. we better prestige in suing people before retirement. Yes, exactly. Kōri taking notes on how to sue. That's real. Suing for practice is wild. I know. It's really silly. Kōri-Oujo versus Adam goes hard. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And a yacht in that pool type of rich. Yeah, that's what I'm... No, literally. That's what I'm saying. Swimming pools in the yacht. And the yacht in the pool. Yeah. Spending so much money for suing $100. To be fair, I think it was... I don't remember how much it was to submit the case. Like, to submit the court documents. I think it's like a flat fee, like a document fee. It depends on your state and shit. I don't know how much it was for me, but it wasn't that expensive. Honestly, it wasn't that bad. It just obviously, like, if you don't have any money, then yeah, it's tough. But yeah, it wasn't like thousands of dollars to do a small claims court. It was literally like, I don't know. Like I said, I think I only got like $200 or $300 back from Adam. So that's how much it was to do this. Again, 100 of that is the money that was owed to me. So it was actually less than 100, but it's fine. I say 100 to round up a little bit. Kōri serving that justice, real. Kōri prepping so much, yeah. Can we hire Kōri-Oujo as a lawyer? Imagine. I would actually shit my pants. You don't want that. Yeah, they're going for the win. I always will. Oh, I came here to fucking get that dub. All right. Kōri went for the wrong degree, I think. Maybe, I don't know. Well, you know what's funny is I don't know. It was kind of, so my mom, she doesn't work exactly in this field, but like adjacent to like legal services, lawyer type shit, and she thought I would be good at it, so she was like, you should try. Like, she wanted me to pursue becoming a lawyer, and I was like, I don't know. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, okay. Okay, my mom's texting me, sorry. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, but I don't know. I just was literally, and it's funny because during this process, I had so many people be like, are you gonna be a lawyer? And I was like, no! I just don't have an interest in it. Like, I don't know. I'm passionate about, like, protecting myself and the people that I love. So I will go bend over backwards and do whatever I can for them. But, like, other than that, I don't really care to read documents over and over again and find loopholes and all that bullshit. Like, that's just not what I'm interested in doing. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm really happy with being an English degree bitch. So, anyway, that fence thing happens so often. Yeah, it does. It does. A lot of times, people don't even show up to small claims court. It's true, and that's what happened to me. The one lady with the old will with shoguns. Never mind, he can't see this. All right. $100, $100. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Same with traffic violations, so a lot of people get tickets dismissed because the officer doesn't even show up. Ah, I see. Kōri reads live chat? When? Oh my god. Did you ever wear a thong to court? That's crazy. Your Honor, before we begin, I just need to come clean. That bathroom don't work but no more. Hydrate the Jurassic fanatic. Oh my god. Hydrating on this tea, right? Kōri was in the court while Ak was chilling in the beach trash can. Yeah, legit. Case dismissed. A productive summer. Thank you, exactly. Kōri canceled this dude before his career even started. I did! You served him a loss. Yeah, I mean, he could have showed up, you know? He could have. I'm gonna pay back people or they might do this. Yeah, me. Don't fuck with me. That's all I gotta say. Don't fuck with me. Alright? I have the power of God and anime on my side. Alright? Let's see. It's a wild story. It is, thank you. It is a little wild. Young, dumb, and full of lactose. Snap, snap. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. My first burp. Thank you, Kai. The snow serves will be fucked if Kōri sues any one of us. I would never sue one of you guys, okay? Don't worry. Oh my gosh. What's up? Yeehaw! Yeehaw! Thank you very much. Are we having a great day? You are already a raccoon. You have a raccoon in the bottom of the screen here. You can fart if you want. That's all you can do at the moment. But you can use exclamation point fart to fart. There you go. As a raccoon. You're welcome. I know. I'm doing great work here. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great day. Let me catch up on YouTube chat. Let me see. I do know this story, but it's so good over every time. That's funny. I need the tea. All right, cough. Stan, Mama Kōri, true. The story is like the perfect Rube Goldberg machine. All right. Okay, just looked in. What's up, Skim? How you doing? Boy literally said, yeah, legit. Some great tea. She serves, he buses. Call it a restaurant. All right. I just want to try suing. It seems neat. Yeah, legit. That's really what it was. What's up, Shadow? Good to see you. Welcome in. Legal advisor. Why do you want to sue someone for $100? You will literally lose money doing this. Kōri taking a drag of your cigar as mafia music spawns out of nowhere. It's the principle. It's the principle of it. Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's true. That's all. I mean, it is. All right. It is the principle of it. Thank you very much. Smoke cigar. All right. Let's see. I bet the judge raised an eyebrow when your case came across the desk. No, I think he was happy to see the fact that I actually came with documents. He raised an eyebrow at the bullshit that people were throwing at him earlier. I mean, he had some really bad cases he had to deal with, and I'm like, this is your job? Oh my god. Oh my god. Your Honor, my client pleads oopsie daisy. Do you swear to say the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Shit. I guess. Right? Absolute cinema. Thank you. Thank you. Young, dumb, and broke in such a mood. Yeah. 25 minutes story. Pretty good to make it into a video. That was 25 minutes? Holy shit. You rhymed? Sheesh. You should write music someday.
I'ma be blunt, cause you don't know how to shut your mouth. Emotional damage go up and down. Just when I think it's okay, you show me what it means to hate. You got no brains to contemplate, don't even try to compensate. Ayy, reel it in, take a bait, play the cards, push your fade, make your move, call the bluff, cause you know I'm fucking up. You looking like
pool, in the yacht, yacht in the pool, in the yacht, in the pool. Yeah, exactly. What's up, alright? Good to see you. I'm suing him because he owes me 69. Oh, sorry, 69. God damn it. 96. 96,000? No. 9,600? No. That's true. That's so real. Exactly. Oh my god. Oh, sue me, sue me. No, I called him. Shut the fuck up, bro. Oh my god. Drew, I guess he was pretty happy to get reminded that his time becoming a judge was for something, right? Oh man, you came with 50 plus documents? Yes, Your Honor. Wow, this must be a pretty cheap case. About $100? Fuck yeah, it is, Your Honor. That's so true. Also, get your mind together. I don't know. It was 96, 69, bro. I basically read that correctly. All right. In the words of Fusion Jokes, boo bad music. Dude, you raise me up again? What the fuck? Your Honor, my client is just a little guy, right? Can we get a dono gold that is just a raffle to be personally sued by Kōri-Oujo? That's insane! That's wild. Oh my god. I've actually been working for a while, lurking for a while, but happy to hear. Thank you, Yeehaw. Appreciate that. Oh my gosh, thank you. Kōri is gonna sue the snow service for being sweeter than honey. Hey, real. Let's see. Anyway, yes, thank you. No, you didn't. Yes, I did. I did say that correctly enough, okay? It's more or less the same number. 96, 69. It's almost the same number, okay? But yeah, it literally was that. It was like 90 something, not even. I don't know, it was like $92 or some shit, and that's what I sued for. So, if you ever need some you know, inspiration to really do something ridiculous, there's your push to do it. Okay? Just sue them. You know, stop questioning yourself. Just sue them. Do it. Sue. We have nothing more to lose, only to gain. Sue them. Don't be afraid. Anyway. You must pay the fine and serve your sentence. Your Honor, I'd like to double it and pass it to the next person. Okay. Real. Kōri has dyscalculia. True! Wait, Kōri is a vampire's son? Wait, douche de louche? Or is that duplicate de like? Damn it, you know what? Life be life right now. Anyway. No question, just lawsuits. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Alright. Oh shit, what the fuck? My whole ass broke. Okay. Alright, let me run through this right quick, okay, my dogs. Most of you already know all these things already, but I just wanted to share this once more really quickly. Well, I have a few minutes of your time. Alright. So, oh, sorry. Actually, I'm missing a couple. So, we have Anime NYC. I don't know if I'm going to go to VerseCon yet. I don't know yet. We will see. But I might be here. I don't know. Okay. Anime NYC, for sure going to that. That's in August. And, oh my god. What am I doing? I totally forgot about Silver Age. I'm so sorry. Okay. Okay. Silver Age Comic-Con is next. It is this weekend. And we have a booth, so I will be streaming my point of view, hanging out with the con crowd and whatnot. So I'm gonna really enjoy that. And I have something else to say about this later, but I'll wait until I get to that point. Might go to VerseCon. I don't know yet. Then next month we have Anime NYC. I have a booth there, and yeah. Anyway. Oh, the screen's a little bit off. Hold on. There you go. It's a little bit better. Oh, no. There you go. Okay, MatsuruCon. That is at the end of next month, end of August, and that's in Ohio. Really excited for this. Special guests. We got panels. A lot more things this year around. They want me a part of the opening and closing. Oh. God damn it. Excuse me. Ceremonies as well, and I also am doing a concert. A little bit more on that in a second. We have TwitchCon in October, which is great. Can't wait for that. It'll be on a mobile rig. And then we have Sin City Anime, which is in Las Vegas, California, Nevada. And that's in November. That's the week before Thanksgiving. We are a guest there. We'll have booth panels and more to be announced. Really excited for this one. Please try to come if you can, you guys. We're going to have all the community there. And by all of them, I mean Shogun. And, like, probably Koini. And Sun. And Autumn. So that's most of the community. You know, that's like 99%. No, I'm kidding. And Kai, you better be there too, okay? No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to be there. All right. We're also going to go to Texas. Back to Texas. We're going back to Anime Frontier, and that's in December. Quite a ways out, but figured to mention that. Here's my schedule for July. Please note, I am going on break next week. So I will be streaming this weekend, the con, and then that will be it for a week. No more Kōri. Goodbye, Kōri. Kōri's birthday is on the 18th. I'm not going to be here. I'm sorry. It's the first year that of me being Kōri that I have not been here for Kōri's birthday. But I'll be back to do some birthday celebrations and whatnot the week after. I will kind of have like a pre-birthday stream on Thursday as well if you want to hang out. And yeah, that's the main shit. We have community events. We have a kudo board. Hold on, wait. I have a command for it. Did I do that one? Oh, I did. Cool. The kudo board, if you want to submit your message, please feel free to do that. I love reading your guys' messages. We probably will do that on the 23rd. So please feel free to submit your messages and whatnot on there. We have community events. One of them being a react thing. So if you want to submit your memes or clips or images of Kōri or your room, I don't know. If you want to submit things that you want me to react to, food, whatever, you can put it into the designated Discord channel on the Discord. I also have the Hear Me Out signups. If you would like to do a Hear Me Out on the stream, feel free to sign up. You do have to sign up for that one because you'll have a time slot, and you obviously need to show up for your time slot, and you'll have to share your screen to show off your Hear Me Outs, and that's the main thing. Okay. We also will have birthday call-ins, so that's going to be from mostly a bunch of VTubers that are going to be calling in. But aside from that, I will have a part of the stream where you guys will be able to call in as well. It will be a little bit informal, but we will have that available for you guys to be able to chat with me for a little bit on that Wednesday. And then Thursday, I'm hoping to do a hand cam stream. I am not at all set up for it yet, so I don't know if I'll be able to or not, but I would like to. So that's that. Anyway, there you go. All right. While I'm gone, on July 19th, Ava is doing a summer concert on her Twitch, and it is at 12 p.m. PST, which is 2 p.m. CST, which is 3 p.m. EST. Okay, so if you miss me, I do perform in Ava's summer concert, and I'm sure she would love to see you guys there. Ava was also a part of my Vegas concert, and so was Apollo there, and Juna. So a couple people that were a part of my concert are also a wonderful part of Ava's concert as well. So please do check it out when you have time, okay? Or on the 19th. Check out the performance, check out Ava, and yeah. The other thing, the next concert that I'm doing that I didn't expect I'd be doing is VTuber Matsuri, and that is going to be at MatsuriCon, which is the convention I talked about earlier. Our concert's going to be on that Saturday, August 30th. Again, this is in Columbus, Ohio. Look at the cute little logo. Isn't that adorable? It's beautiful. Finally got the official logo for it. But yes, VTuber Matsuri. I'm looking forward to that. We have a bunch of people a part of the group collab songs. It's gonna be a great time, so please come by if you can. Okay, more info to come soon on all of this, on this concert. I'm literally found out about it about a week ago, so I'm like surprised that I have made the amount of progress I've had so far, but but yeah, looking forward to it. So feel free to check this out if you happen to be in the Ohio area. Would love to have you come by. Obviously, this is going to be, like, you have to pay for a ticket to get into MatsuriCon, but I am not charging any tickets to watch the concert. It's still, like, a free concert, and I am hoping to be able to stream it on Twitch, but I am not sure yet if I will be able to. It's really just up to, can I get the setup and tech done in time, and if there's connection in the room. So, yes, that's what's going on. So, that's what we're excited about, what we love to talk about. There's one more thing that I wanted to bring up in case you guys don't check Twitter I know a lot of my community, they're not on it, and I respect the fuck out of that. I wish I wasn't on Twitter. But I did post this thing that I just wanted to share with you guys because I don't know, it's sappy, dumb sappy shit. I figured you'd like it. Anyway, oh, there's a bug. I lost it. Fucking god damn it. All right. ASMR fighting the fucking bugs. All right. I know it might be a little bit hard to read, so I'll just read it out loud. Gonna get a little sappy because I'm generally so happy to right now. This is an email I just got. We watched your live feeds from the convention that you were at in my hometown of San Jose, and we realized the importance of your type of VTubers / hololive type of entertainment. In 2026, we are going to be inviting those types of guests because we believe this trend is the future of conventions. I would like to have you in a few other of the cons we are hosting next year. For the last 2 years, it has somehow become my mission to bring VTubing to IRL spaces, to make VTubers accessible. That started with conventions because I used to be a cosplayer in my past life. I loved the con community and how interconnected it could be. So I was so excited to bring something from my past life into my VTubing one. Sure, in one perspective, it's mostly me just posting about Kōri being at yet another con, but really, I'm going to cons where usually I'm their first VTuber guest, so I have the honor of being able to introduce how accessible and interactive it is to a con and its community. It's really been amazing to see how the VTuber presence has grown in the past year. I'm so glad we get to see more VTubers at conventions. I can't wait for what's next. Thank you for supporting me in the meantime. So I wanted to share this with you guys because in case you're not on Twitter, I did get this email. This was yesterday, and it was from the organizers of Silver Age Comic-Con, and so I'm really excited about this weekend, obviously, because they're really, really kind people. And I met them. They actually organized Annie Medford, which was in Medford, Oregon last year. And don't be wrong, like, on one hand, it was a small con for Kōri, and it was a very, like, close-knit family event, and unfortunately, like, Kōri isn't exactly family-friendly, you know what I mean? So it was a little bit of a weird event for me, but it was still a success. It was still a con that we could go to, and above all else, it was a convention that we got to introduce this type of interactive content to the organizers. Dave is the person that had sent me this email that was so heartfelt about, like, you know, seeing my live stream at, you know, me being at, I'm assuming Fanime was the one that was in San Jose, California, and and I met Dave at Annie Medford, and Dave was like, wait, what is going on here? Like, this is so cool. Can you explain this to me? And so we very carefully explained that this is not AI, and that I am a real person, and that, like, I'm just puppeteering this avatar. And he was, like, mind blown. And it was so cool to see, because I'm not the first VTuber, okay? I am not, and I don't, you know, I'm not Kazuna Eye, I'm not Hololive, but I literally opened this beautiful person's eyes up to what VTubers were and how cool it was, because it is really, really cool, and I'm biased, but, you know, and to get this email from them, you know, them saying, like, I watched your live stream and I thought this was really cool, and how important that this type of interactive experience is, like, that is so awesome, because, like, that's what I've been trying to do, you know, the last 2 years has truly been me trying to get VTubing into cons, into IRL spaces, is to break that boundary, to go past it, to exceed it. And it's so kind that I got this email of someone who has been organizing all these conventions saying, like, hey, you showed me something. You've educated me on this thing that I'm really grateful for, and I would like to include this in my future cons. Because this is not just him saying, I want Kōri at the next cons that we have. Yeah, he's saying that. He's also saying, I want more VTubers. It's not just Kōri. It's not just about me. It goes beyond me. It's other VTubers. It's more people being able to go to these conventions and having these experiences. And I love that. I really hope that it continues to go down that route, and it really has. I really truly feel like in the last 2 years that I've done this, you know, the first year I felt like it was mostly just, like, I wasn't seeing many other people go to conventions. It was usually just, like, the same big people, you know. This last year, though, I've seen a lot more VTubers at cons, like, truly, in this last year. And I feel like now there's a lot of things that compound to this. I'm not taking full credit of this, but I do think that I think I had somewhat of an impact there. I think the first year that I was doing this and just like pushing out con after con after con after con, I had 3 back-to-back con weekends in 1 month, and that was like terrible. And I never am doing that again. But it was just nonstop. And then the year after that, aka 2024 to 2020, or yeah, 2020. Well, I don't know. I guess I can say like, yeah, 2024, 2025, like it's really been like, there's been so many more VTuber guests, so many more VTubers being present at conventions. And I'm like, I'd like to believe that I had somewhat of an impact on that, even if it's just a little bit, like a little tiny bit. And so I'm really so grateful and so honored that I had gotten an email like that, just saying like, you know, how much of an impact that was on Dave and his team. And like, they're just really kind. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. It was really cool. So share that with you guys. Anyway, this is the positivity we need, but I hate both of you. All right. What's up, Brad Dilsar? Good to see you. Yes, another concert. Ugh, gosh, it's crazy, isn't it? Anyway, I'll try. I used up the rest of my vacation days to go to Vexpo, but I should have priority days off. I might be able to use for Sin City. Let's go, Kai! Las Vegas, New Mexico. Yeah, right. Yeah, I know. I know. What's up, Sacrice? How you doing? Welcome in. Bro's traveling. Unfortunately, I am. Unfortunately. We Mr. Worldwide, you know what I'm saying? YoHallo, Coda, good to see you! Thank you for coming by today. How are you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're having a great night. We're just chatting. We were talking about Anime Expo, and now we're not. Now I don't know what we're talking about anymore. Con stuff? Positivity? Yes. Super positive. Yes! Oh, what's this supposed to? Made me tear up. Aw, that's so sweet. This industry gonna give Kōri her flowers one way or another. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. Mr. World Ack? That's what I'm saying. Let's see. So many cock nerds. Okay. Let's see. Your whole ass broke? Stop eating dairy then. Duh. Okay, crazy. Shogun. Hey, I had a pretty shitty 48 hours. Not the place to trauma dump, but thank you for streaming and giving everyone who's had a rough weekend something to look forward to. Oh, Shogun. No, thank you for being here. I'm sorry that you're going through a tough time. I'm glad that you can find some brief serenity here. Some brief positivity. Good to see so many concerts. Yeah, so many cock nerds. Free in this economy? You know what I'm saying? Facts for sucks, yeah. Oh no, now I'm on the verge of tears. Oh, Shogun. If you want to cry, Shogun, read the replies to that tweet. Oh, do you want me to share it on the screen here? Okay, sure, here. This isn't it. I feel weird about this. Like, am I outing people? I don't really know. Okay, so, Merryweather actually commented on this and put a little heart. I was like, what? I was like, what are you doing here, my dog? But yeah, no, it was really nice. Lydia on here. Hahi, I've known Hahi since, like, oh my god, I debuted, essentially. So, Hahi's been around for a while. Pawa, you know, Pawa's been, who was part of my Vegas concert. I did a collab with Pawa as well. Literally such an amazing person. Zio. Alright. So, yeah. There you go. There's some of the comments that we got. I can't keep up, but there's a lot of just, like, really nice stuff on here, and, you know, I just really appreciate that. So, anyways, there you go. Start the work day, huh? Looking forward to your future events. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope the work goes by smoothly. It's no fun. I like how you censor that. I feel that, honestly. I feel that. Show my comment. Oh, let me see. Sorry. Oh, yeah, that's right. Your freaking, your Google Doc. Not like that, but I mean. Yeah, sorry. Here, let me pull it up. Okay. Let me fit it to the screen a little bit better. Okay, so Sun said, thank you, Kōri, for bridging the VTuber community and the con community together. I've been watching content creators for over 15 years, and I noticed a pattern that around the 4 to 5 year mark of consistency making content creators will see small signs of success. And I believe that you're currently experiencing this. You put in a lot of effort to bridge the communities together the past couple years to the point of burning out last month. You said that it was all for nothing, but to me, who is brand new to the community, it wasn't for nothing. You put your name out there and got to partner with a baseball team, an NASCAR driver, and you're able to put together a concept for yourself and 80 plus VTubers. I don't want to get your hopes up too high, but it will be a little while longer before the small amount of successes will start getting bigger. I know you're taking a week off from VTubing like next week. Please relax and rest. I want you to find your balance with your personal life, work life, and VTuber life. So don't burn out again, because I truly believe that you will make a name for yourself. Thank you, son. This is really, really so kind of you to say. I mean, I already commented back, so I'll try not to repeat myself. But yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah. I just have days, just like anybody else. I just have days where I'm like, I am a dumbass idiot, and I don't, so I have days like that, and I have other days where I feel great about what I do, and, it's just a roller coaster sometimes, and, that's what I mean by, like, I really appreciate people sticking by me when I'm going through these ups and downs, because at the end of the day, I do really want to do this. I do really want to continue being a VTuber and continue pursuing this path. It's funny because I was talking to myself because I'm crazy and I don't have anyone else to talk to, and I was saying to myself how I would have never imagined in the last, I don't know, like since I started or even in the last year, I would have never guessed that where I would be at right now, like at this time, July of 2025, would be someone who's creating these accessible VTuber concerts. I never in a million years had imagined that I would become what I'm doing right now, which is like VTuber concert focused, things. It's just, events, like I just didn't think I would be doing that. I don't know why. I mean, I've done music, yeah, and it's been a good time. I love doing music, but it's not like my focus. Like I don't do any professional training. I just do it for fun, and that's literally it. And so I was like, concerts aren't really like something that I thought I would be doing or pursuing, but here I am, And so it's a really weird thing how my career and my path has just gone down roads that I never thought that I would go down, but I'm really grateful for it. And I based off of the things that have happened in the last week, son, genuinely, I agree with you. I 100% agree with you, where we're starting to see these really interesting signs of success, Some examples meaning, getting to meet Iron Mouse, and to the fact that Mousy even knew who I was, that's a sign of success right there. Being able to be recognized more at Offkai, sign of success right there. Doing a panel at AX, that's a sign of success. Getting this email, a sign of success. But I think most importantly is that we have a wonderful community. And I mean that on the stream. I especially mean that on the Discord. We have such a solid community and an uplifting community. And that has always been my biggest sign of success for me, personally. It's been the community. And you guys are all a part of that. So I really, really appreciate that. Thank you for being a part of this community. And, you guys are proof of success for me personally, because I like community and it means a lot to me. And I'm in the Discord, I'm chatting in there. Like I try to be as active as I can, because all of you guys are such amazing people, and I genuinely enjoy interacting with all of you. So thank you for being a part of that, and thank you for literally being part of this journey and my success. So I really I can't thank you enough for being a part of this and for supporting me. So anyway, I'm sorry. I say the same shit, I feel like, over and over again with like, oh, thank you. But anyways, thank you, son, for this really heartfelt message. I'm sorry that I didn't pull it up initially. But yeah, it was really sweet. Anyway, that's it, said right. A screenshot and show them to you, Shogun. Aw, yeah. I I literally teared up writing my reply. Son, that's just, I was tearing up reading it the first time I read it. I was like, ah! This is awesome. It's so fucking awesome seeing that this kind of impact, right? No, thank you. I really appreciate that. What's up, Pat? What? How are you doing? Good to see you over on YouTube. I appreciate you being here. You absolutely have been essential in this growth and acceptance. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's see. VTube's everywhere. Watch out. That's what I'm saying. Hell yeah. Exactly. Exactly. I do want to see them. Alright. I know, it's so sweet, right? That's what I'm saying. You see, you want to say that everyone needs to take care of each other. Yeah! Take care of each other. Let's go. Let's see. Now, we all need broken records sometimes. We love to hear it as much as we love to send it back your way. Ah, thank you, Shogun. That's so sweet. Let's see. I have to burp. Hold on. Oh my god, why am I so, like, gassy? Oh my god, this is so weird. I had no soda today. I've only had water. This is, like, what? I only ate, like, one thing today. I don't even know. I don't know why I'm so gassy. Alright, shit, my bad. Alright, I'll try my best to go to Anime Frontier so I may have a chance to meet my favorite. Let's go! Yes, we'd love to see you, Fusion. Good thing you can't out my comment. I haven't pressed post yet. Kai! That's crazy. I'm gonna refresh and see if you commented, and I'm gonna out it right now if you did. Damn it, you didn't. I'm just kidding. I won't do it. I won't do it. I'm going to cry. Oh my god, that was so sweet. It was so sweet. Kōri Rising, that's for sure. Oh, that's so sweet of you to say. Thank you. What is it for Kōri? Thank you, Brown Toaster. That means a lot. Thank you. Thank you for having me or whatever. All right, Autumn. You're welcome back. You will get your hug last when we all meet up again, and it'll be really quick. That's great. Hey, that's a threat, okay? Because Autumn seems like Autumn gives really great hugs, okay? Jinx, you owe me a soda, okay? A few tears ran down my cheek when you verbally read my reply and your verbal response to it. Aww, thank no. I gotta just, oh shit, fuck, hold on, not that one. I gotta just do this to hide my tears right now. Just give me a second, okay? If I distract you with this, you won't know that I'm crying. No, it was really sweet. I was genuinely surprised, like, I don't mean this in a mean way, but I was genuinely like, oh my god, Sun wrote this? And I was like, oh my gosh, wow, oh my god! And then I read it, I was like, I don't know why, I just, not that, I don't mean this in a rude way, Sun, okay? But, you know, like, we've chatted for, you know, a couple months now since the Vegas concert, and I feel like you don't, like, type a whole lot, so not that it matters, but I just was, like, surprised to see all that from you, in the best of ways possible. Like, I don't mean that in a mean way. I was just like, oh, wow. That was so sweet. It was just so, like, well written and, like, so thoughtful, you know, and it's just so kind of you to say that, and I really appreciate that. So yeah, you know, I told myself, it's funny that you mentioned, like, the 4 to 5 year thing, because when I got into VTubing, I told myself that if I just gave something an honest 3 years, I feel like I could do something with it. Because I had been a part of previous communities, like the cosplay community, and I wouldn't stick with it. Like, I just ended up leaving after, like, a year or two, and, like, you know, I had something, but I never stuck with it, and so I just, like, it never went anywhere, and so I was like, you know, I want to try VTubing, and I want to stick with it for at least 3 years, as long as I like it, you know? And then I hit the 3-year mark, and I was like, well, shit, now what? But, you know, then I just realized, like, you know, the type of industry that this is, it's just a little bit different, and, like, it's just gonna, it takes a lot more time. If I'm not gonna be taking, you know, some people call it shortcuts, but if I'm not doing particular trends, or if I'm not a type of creator that appeals to the wider audience, then it's a lot harder, you know, to grow and to do things the way that I want to do it. It's just a different path to take. And so I just realized, like, I'm just taking the long road. That's it. It's just gonna take me a little bit longer, and that's okay. At least I have no regrets in the fact that I am conducting myself and following a path in a way that I will never regret. I won't regret anything that I've done because, I'm proud of the things that I've worked on at the end of the day, and I'm proud of the journey that I've taken in order to get to where I'm at now. Like, if I graduated, not that I am, but if I graduated today, I would feel like I had really no regrets because I feel like I accomplished like so much and I found so much happiness and I followed the path that I really wanted to follow. You know what I mean? So yeah, I give phenomenal hugs. True. Send a sweet dude. He deserves a Costco hot dog. We all kind of deserve a Costco hot dog after this, The scenic route, if you will, but it has been wonderful watching you, that's for sure. Thank you, Hunter. I know it's almost been a year that we've known each other. Isn't that crazy? Appealing to the masses in and of itself seems absolutely draining. I'd rather do what I want to do and actually be happy about that decision. Oh, 100%, 100%. Yes, I agree with that. I'm a man of few words, but it will be a special occasion for me to talk or type a lot. Yes, no, that's how I feel, exactly. But I can tell you the fact that you stayed around for so long and engaged with us and you are the way that you are. I don't know, like you believe in what we do and you support what we do and you definitely have so much kindness and whatnot inside of you. All the positivity, okay? Basically, I'm saying that you belong here and we appreciate you being here, basically. Kōri's a special occasion, okay? Say it louder for the people in the back. I shit your pants. All right. Might be the long road, but we're here for every step of the journey. Right. Exactly. The journey starts with the first step and means more than the destination. True. There you go. I'd who shit myself. Exactly. Exactly. Anyway, all right. That's what I wanted to share with you guys today. Just that cute little thing that I saw. And I appreciate all of you listening to that and my TED Talk on why I fucking cried the other day. But and again, thank you for all of your freaking kind comments and whatnot. It means a lot. All right. Let's see. I would like to raid Cool Momo, who is playing the 100 Line Last Defense Academy. I've actually never heard of this before, so I'm kind of like interested to check it out. Anyways, they were part of our Las Vegas concert. I don't know why I fucking brain farted there. They're part of our Las Vegas concert, and they are super kind. I actually met them at Offkai as well, so they're super, super nice. And again, they are playing the 100 Line Last Defense Academy, and feel free to check them out. That's who we're rating into today over on Twitch. But yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we have a collab with Autumn. Okay, Autumn, who's in the chat right now. Autumn J. Fox. And we are going to be playing Peak. It's going to be my first time playing Peak, so we're going to see how it goes. It might be Peak, some would say. And it'll be a really great time, so feel free to come by and cry. So, yeah. And then on Thursday, we're going to start doing some of the birthday celebrations and whatnot. So, yeah, that's what we got going on. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate all of you, and stay safe. And I'll try to jump onto the Discord after this once I get a snack or something, because I'm a raccoon. Anyway, thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful night. I'll see you next time, okay? Thank you, the Jurassic Fanatic. Thank you for the stream. Thank you. Wow. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Oyasumi nasai. Bye.